vertically?
Yeah, just like a little bit off to the left.
So it could go down to the actual ground itself.
Yeah.
But while that tenant fled her new digs, Loie was unable to flee from hers, and the activity only worsened. Her roommate would hear noises when nobody was home. Things would go missing and randomly reappear, and her roommate's dog would growl at Loie's side of the apartment when Loie wasn't home, seemingly at nothing but air.
This just sounds like apartment stuff.
You're never unnerved when you see an animal like looking up?
My cat does that all the time.
You're like, what are you looking at? It's just...
Sometimes animals get spooked. My cat started freaking out months ago. We think he just smelled like a coyote outside or something, but for a full day he was like...
What if you took something back from your parachutes?
Well, it only happened for a day, so then he was normal again.
And then the demon was like, all right,
This sucks.
No reaction from this audience, tough crowd.
This guy sucks.
I'm gonna pack it up.
Later.
Eventually, her roommates would move out, leaving Loie by herself. However, the experiences weren't always unpleasant. Loie's father passed a couple years prior, and Loie would sometimes smell his cologne in her apartment. And in times of need, much like all of us do with lost loved ones, Loie would talk to him. Quote, "Sometimes I'll talk to my dad. Sometimes I ask for help." End quote. But unfortunately, when we reach out to the other side, it's not always the person we intend that walks through the door. Quote, "One night I fell asleep watching TV and woke up to someone knocking on my front door. They called out, 'She's going to come in now. Is that okay?' I was obviously alarmed, and it was so real I thought someone was really at my door. It sounded like a middle-aged woman. It actually sounded kinda soothing. It felt like there were two people there." End quote. Regardless of if it was two people or not, whatever it was, it asked for permission to come inside. And Loie, groggy from an impromptu nap, believes, quote, "I may have said yes, and that does really scare me. I ran over, but of course no one was there." End quote.
So I went, I checked, nobody was there, nobody's in the hallway. I slowly drift off to sleep that night, but I keep like waking up, like somebody's like shaking me awake, or I just keep hearing like the weirdest sounds, and nothing specific, just I feel really uneasy.
The following night, Loie came home to find, quote, "all of my cabinets wide open despite living alone. I woke up in the middle of the night to Siri on my phone responding to something, despite it being silent in the apartment and no one else being here. Even weirder, another night I woke up to the sound of a deep male voice chanting something in my ear." End quote.
Like this like grumbling, like deep chanting sound, unlike anything I'd ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And I like bolted up. It felt so nasty. I smelled like, and that's another thing with this place, you'll just smell the weirdest stuff, almost what smelled like campfire smoke. And again, it's like 2, 3 in the morning at this point. Nobody's up grilling or, doing whatever.
Who walked into Loie's apartment is unclear, but whether they walked in that night at Loie's invitation or they followed her home from the antique shop in Texas, the question may not be who resides in the apartment, but what. Loie thinks the voice she heard that night possibly was speaking a different language, and often her apartment smells like something burning. These two things, plus the antagonistic feeling in her apartment, all, unfortunately, point to one thing: a demonic entity.
Not to drop the demon word this early in, but I think the idea of anything demonic really scares me.
All right. Party. If you could say any of our names back to us to establish a baseline of communication, that would be great. Once again, my name is Ryan.
Shane.
Loie.
Please say any of our names if you want to communicate with us. Can you say your name?
What was that?
We'll have to play that back, but it sure sounded like Loie.
It did a little bit.
What was that? What was that?
Why are you here?
Did it say Ryan?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna need to hear more than one word for me to think there's anything in here.
Was there a demon here?
When researching the house, I found that the building was once a lumberyard and eventually a supply store. However, why would this building have a demonic infestation?
So what we have here are 2 flashlights. Very easy to turn on and off. All you really have to do is tap them.
Yes, like
Like
that.
that.
Turn it off.
Now, if you could turn off the one, you gotta wait here. Hey, if you could turn both of those lights off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights off.
All right, I think everything's good here. Chloe, you're all set.
How about turning the one?
Turn that back on, please.
Oh my God.
If you could turn this one off right now.
Please turn that back on. Thank you.
I'll tell you what. Clearly, you're not amused right now. So we're going to leave, and when we come back, it's going to be just one of us at a time. You like that?
Huh?
You want to play?
Huh?
Demons prey on vulnerability, and nothing is more vulnerable than a person alone. So to simulate that, we'll finish off our investigation by investigating the apartment individually.
All right, ghosts. Gonna level with you. I don't think there's any demons here, because I've danced with a lot of demons in my day. To these flashlights that Ryan loves so much, we can take a look at them, see what they do. Well, right now we've got one on, one off. If there is a presence here, and it's just fine, flashlight on, right flashlight on. You've got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You didn't do it. What do you got? You know what? Not bad. Not bad.
You ever tried to take a lid off of a pickle jar? It's really hard. You can't do it. It takes a couple twists. You hand it to someone like, hey, can you take this off? Like, let me try it. Hand it to someone let me try it. What if me and Nate are loosening up the metaphorical lid of this pickle jar? You get it.
But then please fly out.
Can you turn both of the flashlights off if you are inhuman? If there's some sort of demonic spirit here that wants me dead, that wants to bring me harm, I'll take you home with me. I don't care. Great. So we've got them both off. So maybe a demon here. Maybe. I don't think there's a demon here.
Yeah, I think we're going to have the flashlight set up for you. You're going to be able to use the flashlights to communicate with it.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll just explore the space, you know?
Yeah.
Assert my dominance.
We'll walk through and make it known that, yeah, you're the one in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pee all over your furniture. Mark my territory.
Phenomenal.
Demon, now's your opportunity to enter my soul. We'll put 15 seconds on the clock here. And here we go.
Are you nervous about being in there alone, despite it going against the fact that you live alone?
Yeah.
I guess you walking in there alone isn't usually preceded by two idiots screaming at them something to come kill them for 2 hours before that.
All right, that's it. Time's up. You didn't do it.
I think the silence almost freaks me out more because I've experienced so much in that space. I hope something will happen on these cameras and, you know, not when you guys leave for real and I'm like actually alone.
That would suck.
That would really suck.
So now I'm going to call upon the power that I've accumulated from all the demons I've defeated, and I will use it to banish your wretched, withering soul back to hell! Do you hear me? I'm sending you back to hell! I don't really know how that works, but I'm just gonna say that I'm doing it, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be enough. So, alakazam! A bing bang boom. Hope you like hell, you loser. Hello, come on in.
Hello.
It's messed up in here, man.
Is it really messed up?
Those flashlights are dancing in a way I've never seen.
I'm actually Have fun. I'm gonna unscrew that pickle jar for you.
Thanks, Ryan.
What is that? You guys have inside
Yeah, we bonded.
Well, well, well. It's just me and you now, pal. If there is anything in fact off. Here, little... Oh, turn on. Can I see you turn on other one and turn off the one that is currently on. If there is something in here that in fact actually wants to hurt us, do that right now. Couldn't do it, could you?
I'll say I think your apartment was about on a par with every other location we've been to.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, there are no ghosts.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be cocky about it. I think you're safe. I'm saying that as a words of comfort.
What's your name? What's your name? Come on. What's your name? I know that gives away your power. What do you want? What do you want with Loey? Come on. Is this really all you got? How about opening those cabinets? Give it a little swing. Test those hinges out. Come on. If there truly is something demonic in here, smite me. This is the most cavalier I've ever been on a demonic investigation. You're really gonna let that happen on your watch? This is where you played with her, right? This is where you growled. But you can't do one little thing right now. You can't even tussle my hair, touch me. A little bit of a breeze in here. That's interesting. Is that you? Is that all you got? I do feel a little bit of nervous energy. Is there something actually in here watching me? I'm gonna bask in the silence now, and I'm gonna really let you have the room. Because maybe you're just tired of hearing my stupid, annoying voice, and I get that. So here you go. Here's some silence, standing in the dark for you right now. Do your worst. That's good. That doorbell did make me jump. Hold on. Very good. Very good.
All right, Loey, the time has come.
I mean, I'm pretty nervous.
You'll do great.
This is the first time I've tried to address something specifically.
Well, we certainly didn't rile up the room for you.
Great.
We were very respectful.
How amazing.
Pretty rare.
Any extra time is a punishment. That's what I want from you.
I mean, you're...
Is there anyone here who wants to communicate? I see that faint light. Oh my God, it feels so freaking weird in here.
Oh, you son of a gun. You can do it. Now, can you slow it down? Because I actually don't know what you're doing.
Is anyone there? I'm shaking. Oh my God. Holy, that was so freaking scary. It just said, "Hey, Loey." I'm here. What is your name? Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what you want? Oh my God. Holy crap. Okay. I just heard it say I want you to, and I didn't hear the last part. I thought it said drink.
Do a little over here. A little over here. Out. Back. In.
Wait, what did you do with your...
They're back over here. Yeah. Now back out. Now over here. Now in. Now fast. Well, that's a different thing.
What is your name? Freaking chills. I just... I think I hate this.
I'm sure she's fine.
Probably fine.
She's fine.
She's probably fine. I did feel a breeze on my face in the bathroom, which was interesting. It gave me pause for a second. I was like,
It's the last place you want to feel a breeze on your face. Bathroom.
well,
No thanks.
You suggesting a ghost farted in my face?
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
Oh my God.
What happened?
You seem shook.
Yeah, I'm a little shook. Okay, so that was really freaking weird. It said my name, it said, "Hey, Loey," and I heard it clear as day, and it immediately like kind of like freaked me out. I just felt weird, and like I've never really had, I'm like shaking.
Yeah.
So I never really had anything like that happen before. And then almost immediately after I said, "What do you want?" and it said, "I want you to," clear as day. And I couldn't understand the third word or the fourth word or whatever. It sounded like, "I want you to drink."
Oh.
I don't, maybe it's just reminding me to hydrate. I don't really know.
Maybe he was asking you out for a drink.
Maybe it's a friendly Casper.
It did push a drinking glass toward you.
And then there was another full sentence that sounded like a woman's voice, and I just freaked out and like turned it off. I couldn't do anymore.
Okay, well-
I'm like still like so freaked out. I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
You'll be fine. I
Really
think our
appreciate
job
the
here
vote of
is done.
What?
Freaked her out, riled the place,
I think it feels cleansed.
and now we're gonna get back in the ghoul
It feels-
and go back to.
It feels cleansed.
I feel kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. I feel pretty bad. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna take a bubble bath or something now. So
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
2 years ago, Loey Lane purchased a Ouija board for the aesthetic and got plenty more. Yet another case study into why reaching out to the other side, no matter how innocent, can be dangerous. But whether or not something sinister walked through that open door is up for debate, and will for now remain unsolved.
I'm so nervous.
How can you be nervous with a beautiful sunset like that?
Because I know it's underneath.
Nighttime darkness.
Demons.
Hey. It's the bridge.
Yeah, I could see that. There it is. Ready?
Yeah.
You go first. God damn it.
I'm on. How are you feeling? You did it. Well, here we are. It's very sturdy.
There's some pretty shitty things that have happened to people around here.
Very sturdy.
So now that we're on the bridge, I guess I should tell you why this bridge is what it is.
Tell me.
Do you even look just a little bit worried, or do you have to... Never mind, don't do that. This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate Old Alton Bridge, aka the Goatman's Bridge, as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? However, tonight, this bridge and the woods that lie beyond it are said to harbor something much more sinister.
Demons!
Yeah, it's a demon. As I've stated before, I will only do one demonic investigation per season, so behold, this season's sacrifice.
Do you even like sitting on this bridge? Do you not like
No, I don't like it, so let's just get it over with.
You've got a glazed look in your eye.
Yeah, I'm fucking nervous, man. I feel like I'm gonna vomit.
I love it.
In 1884, Old Alton Bridge was built in Denton, Texas to connect the town of Alton to Denton. Alton was a tiny town that originally consisted of one person when it was established in 1848.
Those were the days. When one person could land somewhere and say, this is a town now.
He's law and order.
Welcome
He's
to
a
Shaneburg.
doctor. Shaneburg.
We're all assholes here. None of us
Shanesville.
believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Population me.
It was chosen as the legal center of Denton County. After the county seat was moved to Denton, residents of Alton moved to other towns, and Alton eventually disappeared. Today, the bridge is no longer usable for vehicle crossing, but lucky for us, the bridge is available for pedestrian crossing.
Lucky for us.
I don't know why I phrased it lucky for us. That I think I was feeling brave when I wrote this.
Yeah, this isn't lucky for you at all.
No, in fact, I kind of wish this bridge was torn down like Alton. That's the thing about this bridge. No one knows why there's this specter of darkness that I like sitting on it.
This is why the demon is here.
Yeah. I'm going to try and avoid saying demon as much as I can. At
Demon?
least,
You think a
I'm
demon
not-
hears the word demon?
yeah. I'm not going to let you goad me into this. I know what you're trying to do.
Goat you into this?
Shut up. We're moving on. We're moving on.
You know what, Ryan? I'm not trying to scare you, but I got a bad feeling about this one.
Shut up.
I do.
It's okay. I came prepared.
What are you prepared with?
Oh, you'll see, man.
Why are you unbuttoning your pants?
Don't worry about it.
We're in public right now. What are you doing? Shut up. Oh, Ryan.
What?
You've outdumbed yourself.
You know, I thought this was going to be funny, but now I'm actually happy that I have holy water inside here.
assumed it was holy
Like, I could be like, hey, Shane, look over at those bushes. And like a demon sneaking up on me. I'd be like, hey, Shane, look over there in the bushes. Don't try, demon. Fucking pull it out like that.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, we didn't travel all the way down to Texas to observe a simple old bridge. What brings us to Old Alton Bridge is the meaning of its nickname, the Goat Man's Bridge. There are several legends of bridges acting as gateways to another realm, and perhaps this bridge is one of those gateways. This bridge and the surrounding woods are said to harbor a dark entity, a demon that is half ghost and half man. Loki is said to have, quote, and light eyes. The reason for this entity's existence has many iterations. One common story is that Satanists have carried out rituals on the bridge that opened the door for this demon and perhaps others.
There is, like, records of people practicing rituals in this forest on the bridge.
Against people like you.
How am I the same as a Satanist?
Because you believe everything they believe.
Yeah, but I respect it. I stay away from it. That's the
two
opposite.
sides of the same coin.
Yeah, and you just got to decide which side you're on.
I am the whole other coin.
Which coin would that be?
Just like a chill-ass wheatback penny or something.
Another popular story is that a successful African-American goat farmer was hung on this bridge by angry Klansmen, returning from the dead as the Goat Man. However, this version of the story is impossible, as there's no historical record of this goat farmer even existing. And furthermore, demons are premature big, and therefore...
Do you think Father Thomas ever watches this video and is disappointed in you?
If these places you're going claim to have spiritual attachments, I would do nothing to invite them to somehow show themselves or taunt them in any way.
Perhaps.
Probably.
I've kind of directly disobeyed him in terms of communicating with ghosts and spirits and entities, but I'm doing it for the betterment of the science.
You gonna ever visit him again and show him what you've done?
Yeah, I think I would. Like, for instance, if something happens to me tonight, I'll go back to him to get a blessing, to cleanse myself.
You're gonna need to cleanse yourself.
But tonight, we're not here to find out why this demon exists. Our goal tonight is to make contact and hopefully capture evidence of this elusive and dangerous demon. We only hope that evidence doesn't come at a great cost.
Any demons here? Got any demons out tonight? Any horny boys or whatever they...
Horny boy?
They got horns.
Let the president know. Say something. Why are you on this bridge? You ask questions.
Why are you on this bridge? Goat Man! You feeling that? Feel the Goat Man energy?
I don't want him to say his name.
Feel some goat vibes?
And
You
let me
may
just
not
get
like
my-
this. I'm gonna try and agitate it. I'm just gonna go...
Go. You do what you gotta do, and I'll do what I gotta do.
I'm just gonna be as crude as possible here.
Cool.
Fuck you, Goat Man!
Holy shit.
Is that good?
I thought you were gonna build your way up.
No, I just right out of the gate. Why build up?
If you don't believe, then there's nothing for you to be afraid of, right? You could be as big a prick as you want. I'll
guess
stand
I
over
can.
here.
But Goat Man, I'm dancing on your bridge. It's my bridge now.
Holy shit.
You hear that? If you want me off this bridge, you're gonna have to kill me.
Holy
You're
shit.
gonna have to throw me off this bridge yourself.
You did throw somebody off the bridge once.
Look at the way I dance on it. I disrespect your bridge, Goat Man.
He's taking names right now.
You hear that, Goat Man?
He's
You
sharpening
me
his
and
little
Ryan
blades.
Vergara own your bridge.
Don't loop me into your shit.
Yeah.
Stop looping me. I need to do this.
Well, then tell him. Tell him you're not part of this.
I'm not part of his little charade.
You're talking to Goat Man now.
I see what you've done.
It's Goat Man entrapment. Goat Man,
I'm not with him.
they're gonna put my name in graffiti.
Oh my god. Okay.
Children will come here and tell tales of me.
People have reported a growling voice telling them to, quote, get off the bridge, end quote. One person said that after he and his friend heard the voice, he ran off the bridge while his friend stayed. He then reportedly watched his friend get dragged towards the railing of the bridge and flipped into the water below. People have reported hearing hooves following them across the bridge, as if they were being chased off. It's said that the Goat Man can be conjured by knocking 3 times on the bridge.
All right, Goat Man. God damn it.
Talking to the Goat Man, opening up a line of communication.
I'm gonna-
Father Thomas would be very disappointed.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna knock on your bridge. Now it said when you do that, you can see his glowing eyes.
Oh, what? Oh, bro.
Someone did this while I'm standing on the... All right, idiot, it's your turn. Now I don't even have my hand ready on my pistol. Oh, skip the theatrics and just go into it.
Hey, go, man. You know, if you want me off the bridge, you're gonna have to throw me off.
All right, we'll come back to you. Let's go to the...
We'll be back, Goat Man. After all, this is our bridge now. That's how you get them.
I don't know. Shut up.
You gotta admit that's an effective
No, it's
technique.
not an effective technique. It's a way to get killed.
He's probably getting upset, though.
This is a serious thing.
Perhaps more foreboding than the bridge is the woods that lies beyond it. It is rumored that for nearly a century, people have disappeared near the bridge or in the surrounding woods. In addition to the Goat Man, people have reported seeing the ghostly figure of a woman and hearing a woman's voice or laughter. There has also been sightings of strange lights.
Jesus Christ, dude.
When's the last time you walked into a dark wood?
Never.
Never gone camping or anything? Going on a
I
night
mean,
hike?
sure, but I haven't gone into a demonic woods before. This is so much scarier than hunting fucking Sasquatch. Hello? Is there anything out here?
Hello?
Well, people usually feel overcome with emotion in here.
Like a...
Like a violent emotion.
Do you feel that?
No,
Okay, good.
not yet at least.
Give me a heads up if you start to feel murderous.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that.
These woods are rumored to be the site of satanic rituals, attempting to conjure demonic entities. One paranormal investigator claimed to find animal remains that were possible evidence of sacrificial rituals. In fact, one local policeman told us that pet stores around the area stopped selling cats due to the amount of sacrificed cats being found in these woods.
By the way, these woods are also scary because of the people that may be in there.
I mean, people are greater threats than demons or ghouls, so yeah.
And I can't fight. You can't fight.
I got a lot of limbs that are very,
No, you're like one of those car wash blowy things that's out front just
Yeah.
wiggling around.
That's fair. But if you see that in a fight, if you see this in the middle of the night in the woods coming toward you, that's scary.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I feel like that guy's whacked out of his mind.
You would not, yeah, you would run away.
I guess.
Hello. Welcome to my woods.
Sales on Mazdas. Is there anybody out here?
Any cultists? Anyone doing up to no good out there?
Cutting a cat's head off?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. One of these we're
Think so?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. There's something over there. I don't know what it is, but the bushes are moving.
Bush just moved. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Oh god.
I did see that bush move.
What's that? Did you hear the scream? No.
A scream.
Oh god, my mind's starting to melt.
I did see that bush move. I did see that bush move.
Hello?
Who's out here? What if we just make it seem like we're in on it?
What do you mean?
We're here for the cult stuff.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. We saw the ad on Craigslist.
No? I feel weird to even joke. I'm so fucking scared right now.
Are you really?
They wouldn't be hiding in the bushes, would they?
Oh, sure they would. They're cultists, Ryan.
I feel like I'm scanning like a madman right now. My eyes.
I keep collecting spider webs on my face, and now I'm just sort of immune to them.
Madman right now. My eyes.
I keep collecting spider webs. On my face. I'm just
Yeah.
letting them accumulate.
Well, you are just a giant stick walking around.
That's true. Oh, this looks fun. It's an odd collection of branches. Looks like a witch lair or something.
Well, there's spirits in here, but they obviously are overshadowed by the demon.
Do the demons like tell them to quiet down? Is that how that works? There's like a hierarchy?
What was that?
Like a hierarchy.
Who's that? Who's that?
Who's out there? Someone over there?
No, I'm serious. I heard something over there.
Put that cat down.
I heard something over there. You know what it was?
Hello?
Oh, be careful, dude. Oh, shit.
You can't be doing occult stuff like this.
Dude,
It's a
what you
weeknight.
doing? You're fucking crazy. Hold on.
We heard some spooky movement over here. Who's over here? Take your cloak off.
You need to chill. You need to chill out. Hello?
Hey, man.
Oh, fuck.
It's a plant.
It's a plant.
We kicked Goatman off the bridge. It's ours now. Goatman, are you out here in the woods? Well, he's out here in the woods because he's not tending to his bridge. Clearly. You know, that's why finders keepers and all that. Finders keepers. Finders keepers.
Heard that.
What's over here? You think they're just all around us?
I know, I'm just picturing being surrounded by cultists right now, and it's freaking me the fuck out. Hello?
Hey, if there's cultists out there,
Shut the fuck up.
I gotta let you know, my pal has a water gun.
It's holy water. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
We are hearing noise from all sides at this point. It's very Blair Witch.
Yeah, let's leave.
Multiple investigators have picked up on the name Steve through EVP and spirit box sessions. Perhaps the moniker that the Goatman or another demon is going by.
Because you like to trick people. That's what you do.
We go back. Steve the Goatman. Are you sure that's just not his full name? Is just Steve Goatman? It's just a guy who lives a block away.
No.
Hi, I'm Steve Goatman.
Why not pick like a name that strikes terror, like
Like Sally.
Sally's actually pretty scary. That's a little bit. What's a scary name?
Darthalix. Mercifax.
Marsolomon.
Marsolomon?
Barthazar.
Barthazar.
Barthazar is a pretty good demon name. There's a lot of names that other than Steve is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it doesn't really strike fear into the
No,
heart.
my dad's name is Steve.
Overall, this Goatman entity and or the possible other entities connected with these bridges around this bridge physical reports have reported being thrown, dragged, and struck. People have claimed to be scratched 3 times, a reportedly common occurrence in demonic attacks that's symbolic for mocking the Holy Trinity. People have also claimed to be overcome with intense feelings of aggression and violence. In one instance, an investigator had envisioned murdering her entire team of investigators.
This is your new favorite thing, spirit box,
Yeah.
spirit boxing. You haven't used this on a demon yet, though.
I have not.
Are you more concerned about that?
A little bit more concerned, yeah.
This is directly against what Father Thomas would have told you.
Yeah,
to
you're
do.
probably right. It's gonna be loud. This is just a spirit box. This is scanning through all the different radio channels around at a high rate. Every 0.2 of a second, they're scanning to a new channel, and it produces white noise. So, conceivably, spirits could use that to communicate with us. Or a demon in this case.
Or a demon.
And if it's saying more than one word, it's pretty impossible for it to be radio interference because
You
it's...
got yourself a demon, hands down. I'm in on this. It's fun. I'll go along with this. Fun gimmick.
It's not a gimmick. All right. Is there anybody here with us?
Is there a goat man out here?
What the fuck was that?
Sounded like a demon.
What the fuck was that?
Is there a demon here?
it happened
Can you-
again.
Can he speak to us? Is there a goat man here?
That sounded like Coke, man, but
Say your name.
Steve here? I heard Bridge. And I heard Steve.
Based on the response from the spirit box, we'll end our investigation by returning to the apparent epicenter of the activity, the bridge. Once there, we'll perform a ritual that I have never done before in my life.
Ouija? I've done it before. It's black.
I'm sure you did it a couple times. Down, pick up a toy. That'd be fun. Well, it's not a toy. It's made by a toy company.
You sell it at Toys R Us.
True, but it's not a toy. I'm just saying, I'm scared to use a Ouija board in the comfort of my own home. I never thought the first time I would ever use a Ouija board would be here,
On a demon bridge.
on a demon bridge. I'm about to die for the internet. This is a doorway we're opening. calling for everything to come here. This is what we're doing. Protect yourself. I'm gonna do a salt circle around us.
Help us out.
Oh, I wanted to be a student. That's it. Great.
I love it. Is there a technique here?
You just rest your hands on it and you kind of let your energy flow through it. And then we'll start to move. Granted, every time I've seen someone do this on YouTube, they're like, whoa! And it's moving. Yeah, but I just don't know how that's going to happen unless something comes out. Should we just say our name?
Yeah.
This is Shane, so. And I'm Ryan. God, what are you doing?
Very swift. I don't think we're going to see movement like that again.
Is there anybody out here?
If you put salt around us, doesn't that mean, like, Goatman can't get to the Ouija board?
It would trap him in here with us.
What if he was outside of it when you did it?
I don't know. Do you want me to blow the salt away?
Give him a little entrance.
Wait, you blow it by you. It's some tough salt.
There's your front door, Steve. Come on in.
What's your name? No. Are you moving it there?
I'm not moving it. I'm just sitting.
When he goes to Steve, I'm gonna fucking... First off, I think that's really funny.
Your hands are shaking.
I know, because I'm like, why is he...
Hey, you demon fuck.
Jesus Christ. Drop off to the corner, dude.
Off guard.
Well, we have an S.
We got an S. If you can't spell your name, then this bridge is officially mine.
What's that?
They'll tell legends of me here. People will come here and talk about math, facts.
For a second there, I thought it was... Alright, this is your last chance, demon. If you're here, tell us your name.
And again, you know the deal.
I guess. If you don't tell us your name, then it's gonna be Shane's Bridge. You know what? Fucking throw myself in there. If you don't tell us your name, it's me and Shane's Bridge.
It's our bridge now.
Oh god, I'm going to the dark side. Well,
My bridge. Ouija boards suck.
we gotta close it. We gotta close it.
Yes.
G-O-O-D-B-Y-E.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, it's time to close this up. Let's close shop.
You're not gonna say mean things to it on your way out?
Now I feel like I've conquered it a little bit, but
Yeah.
here, let me try saying goodbye to it. How about that?
Just gloat a little bit. This is a win for you.
Well, demons, it's been fun. But, sayonara.
As we snuff you candles, so too do we snuff you from this mortal world. You fucking...
Jesus Christ, sir.
Nobody knows why the goat has enemies on this area. And even though we never had a face-to-face encounter, I don't doubt its existence. Either way, we once again opened the door for a dark entity to enter our lives. There is a small faction of my mind that is definitely disappointed we never saw him, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't relieved. Regardless, whether or not the Goat Man's bridge is truly infested will remain unsolved.
Hey Ryan, I like your shirt.
Thanks, I like yours too.
Thanks, buy it here.
Got a little spoiler for you. Everything in the building is gonna look like this.
Oh my god. And I guess this is where we're fucking sleeping because we're idiots.
How are you feeling? Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I got that familiar knot that's usually in my stomach when I go to these places. I've seen this one on several shows before and always thought there's no way in hell I'm gonna go there. So we are approaching Waverly.
The look of this building is so imposing. I'm surprised you're conscious right now.
I'm keeping it together for now. There's a good chance tonight is the night you see me die on camera.
It kind of looks like a castle.
Kind of looks like hell.
It looks like Hogwarts.
There's not one part of you that's like, oh man, I'm really in for it now.
I mean, I don't...
What in the fuck is that?
It's just a big metal thing. That's not a ghost, that's metal.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I think we should let them know that we're entering. You know, just give them a quick, hey ghouls! The boys are here!
This week on Busting the Solve, we explore Waverly Hills Sanatorium as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? As with most places we investigate, it doesn't have the most pleasant history, making it one of the most haunted places in the world. And as you can see, this is the place where nightmares are made. Look at that.
It's very dark. It's a dark hallway.
I just don't get any of this. I understand.
I know.
Okay. Well, let's break down the history for Mr. Robot over here.
Please.
On July 26, 1910, opened its doors to tuberculosis. On July 17, 1926, a bigger version of Waverly Hills now sitting in opened to accommodate the overflow of patients from the tuberculosis epidemic. The hospital is 5 stories tall, a quiet space atop a hill where it was thought that it would be at peace and receive lots of fresh air. Most importantly, it would keep the patients quarantined far away from crowded areas.
Fuck me. I feel awful right now.
Looks like one of the Conjuring films. I got a little spoiler for you. Everything in the building is going to look like this.
Yeah, I think so. We've really done it now, haven't we?
We've done it now.
Let's provide a little background on tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, also known as TB, or the White Plague, is a bacterial infection contracted by breathing in air containing Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The bacteria could eat away at the lungs and overall claimed roughly 2 billion lives in total, billed as, quote, the plague of all plagues, end quote.
I'm glad we're done with that.
Yeah, that was a rough time.
Just everybody died. I feel like in every movie about a period before 1940 or something, there's a part in the movie where someone coughs and everybody looks at him.
And there's blood on the handkerchief.
There's blood on the handkerchief.
Tucks in his jacket real quick.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Around the turn of the 20th century, tuberculosis ran rampant in the warm, wet weather of Kentucky, and the demand for treatment necessitated a facility like Waverly Hills Sanatorium. It could accommodate up to 500 patients. Unfortunately, not all the treatment was effective. According to owner Tia Mattingly, Waverly also used electroshock therapy to treat patients whose tuberculosis spread to the brain.
The electroshock therapy is on the first floor, what we call the morgue wing. And electroshock is where they performed on the patients that they got tuberculosis. Probably didn't talk to them, but they didn't know what else to do.
There's a little theater.
Yeah, it's set up because sometimes they put stuff on for Halloween. But this is the room. Do you feel strange?
No.
Oh, look at that. There's some boxes and everything.
That's I'm here and I'll be like, it's a big ghost, but a lot of you were probably very unhappy here. Seems like a room where they were doing a lot of medical things that made me feel here. We're going to be real quiet right now. Here we go. Shockingly, I'm not really hearing anything.
Interestingly enough, due to the fact that tuberculosis is highly contagious, Waverly Hills was largely self-sufficient. They grew their own food, raised animals, had a post office, etc. Basically, once you went to Waverly Hills, whether you were a patient, nurse, or doctor, you were no longer part of the outside world. Eventually, a vaccine was made readily available for tuberculosis, and Waverly Hills closed its doors in 1961. It's been debated how many died within its walls before doing so. Current co-owner Tia Mattingly has claimed the number is approximately in the tens of thousands, but nobody can know for sure. Regardless, death was so common that the hospital actually contains a horrifying area nicknamed the Body Chute. a tunnel used to dispose of dead bodies out of eyesight from the other patients. The tunnel is roughly 500 feet long and leads down the hill.
If I was staying here, I would want to be watching them shovel bodies through the hall all day. Is that the body
I
chute?
think this is the body chute.
Well, let's take a look.
Oh my god, this is awful.
Now this is the nightmare.
Oh no, no. You have got to be fucking... Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Oh my god. Oh my god. How far does it go? If there's anybody down here that maybe hated this tunnel,
This is a witch hole.
let us know. Make your presence known. Preferably now, and not when we get to the bottom of this tunnel. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It looks like there's a soccer ball at the bottom.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god, are you serious?
What is that, the wind?
I don't know.
It just went, woo!
I don't know what the fuck that was. It was some weird whoop noise.
What if I go up there and you stay down here and we turn our lights off and see if we hear anything?
What if you go fuck yourself? How about that? How long am I staying down here? A minute? Yeah. Fuck. Alright. Lights off in 3, 2, 1. Oh god. Oh no. I hate this. This is so beautiful. I didn't even do all this to my bucket list. Shut up. You shut up.
Did you hear that?
Is it a minute yet? Please tell me it's been a minute. Hello?
Okay.
Get me the fuck out of here. I'm leaving. If I ghost at the bottom. I'm gonna imagine that place is the closest thing to hell.
Not really, because there's no malice there. It's just dead people. It's people who died of a disease and they...
You gotta imagine when their like soul is out and they're watching it get dragged like a World War II victim down this creepy, dingy tunnel is not the thing that you would like to see.
What do you want them to do? Like carry him out on a golden velvet couch?
I'm just saying it's an uncomfortable place.
How dare they dispose of my body? They should leave it in the hallway to rot.
The spirits of the countless who died here are said to now haunt this facility, making Waverly Hill Sanatorium potentially one of the most haunted places in the world. That being said, let's get into some of the reports of paranormal activity. Visitors often claim they hear the sound of children's laughter. Slamming doors are said to be a common occurrence. Some insist faces have appeared in windows to rooms that are unoccupied and in photos where nobody was standing. Waverly Hills is also famous for its reports of shadow people, which are shadowy figures that people claim to see all over the hospital.
If you look down this hallway long enough, your eyes are going to look at that darkness, and eventually you start to see movement in darkness. When there's nothing there, your eyes sort of fill the void.
Yeah, I got the chills even just thinking about it.
Have you ever heard that old thing about when you look at your face in the mirror in low light and eventually it sort of looks demonic? And look it up. It's a thing on the internet.
Who are you pointing to?
All the Shaniacs out there.
Shaniacs! I hate you.
Aside from general reports, there are specific areas of this former hospital that we should discuss and investigate in detail. For obvious reasons, the morgue on the first floor is reportedly an area of heightened activity.
Supposedly this is one of the more active rooms in this whole joint. Do you feel any strange feelings right now?
I'm cold. Yeah, it's a morgue. I'd feel stranger if there were actual dead bodies in here.
Well, I mean,
right
these
now.
are accurate autopsy tables from the time these are real.
Yeah, I see that.
Moving to the 3rd floor, a homeless man and his dog supposedly fell down the elevator shaft when the building was vacant. And co-owner Tina Mattingly, as well as many others, claim to have seen the ghost of both the man and the dog.
One night after I had a tour going on, and I was walking down the hallway, and I saw a very tall man, tall, thin, long hair, turn my snake light on up like this and flicked it on. He just wasn't there. Well, at that point, I'm a little nervous, and I start to walk down the hall, and I'm kind of looking around to see if maybe backed into a room or something. And then I see a dog laying on the floor. It was a white dog. It looked like a small white German Shepherd. And I started, calling to the dog, trying to get it up and get it moving, and it didn't. And then all of a sudden, I didn't see it disappear. I didn't see it get up on the floor. It just wasn't there.
It's also speculated that the man did not accidentally fall down the shaft, but that he was pushed. But I mean, at least he went out with his best friend, I suppose.
They pushed the dog too?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't even think about it. Maybe he was like holding the dog in the... no, we're not going to think of the logistics.
Even if I'm holding a dog and someone pushes me, I'm gonna let go of the leash, or I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you're coming with me. Coward, taking your dog and dying.
What are you doing? This is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Put your hand in there first.
It's pretty... I want him to grab my hand. When you grab my hand, it takes a zoom.
Well, then we have proof of a ghost.
No, it's just going to be you saying you dropped it. Oh, you dropped it.
Put your hand all the way in there. There you go.
I don't like that.
Do it, Ryan.
What do you want?
You didn't drop it.
Man in the elevator. You were pushed down this elevator. Make a noise. If you fell down this elevator, make a noise. I'm just gonna ask you, maybe you'll say it, maybe I'll hear it later.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What?
It was this. Okay, it felt like someone doing this.
You've got a thing, man.
I swear. Also, this is why I didn't want to do it, because I knew you weren't going to believe this is bullshit.
It's also very breezy here, so yeah, if you felt
Well, why
the breeze,
did
it's highly likely that it was
If that was you,
a breeze.
please don't do that again.
We'd like some confirmation that it was you. Please do it again.
No, don't listen to him.
There are reports of an apparition draped in a white doctor's coat being seen. One ghost hunter claims he saw the man disappear into a treatment room on the 4th floor. Also on this floor is a room that used to be the nurse's waiting room, a place where owner Tina Mattingly came across evidence of a full-bodied apparition.
We were on the me and another girl comes to me. She's the one that's always taking all the pictures and stuff. She's a really nice camera. And she was snapping pictures, and all of a sudden I hear her crazy, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, what? You won't believe what I got.
She said she saw her standing right here.
It's not crazy because I took a picture of her camera and she never could send me the original.
The chills.
On the 3rd floor, there are reports of a little boy named Timmy who likes to play with the
Alright, Timmy. My name's Ryan. This is my pal Shane.
Hi, Tim.
White ball. No, See, it's a bouncy ball. You like that? I like it. Right? Pretty something. Let's fucking play. I'm very scared, but if you throw the ball back, he is scared.
Oh my God, that's the biggest lie I've ever heard.
Alright, Timmy, I'm throwing the ball down. You ready? Alright.
You just bounced it a few times. Did you hear that?
Did you think it bounced it? I thought it bounced a couple extra times, but I was my mind kind of tripped on it.
It sounded like it stopped and then it bounced a little more. Serious. best I've ever seen. Let's walk down here and find the ball.
All right, Timmy, we're coming to get the ball. I don't know where it went.
Oh, there it is.
Oh no, no, no,
Ryan, the ball bounced.
no! The ball's not here. How the fuck is that possible? The ball's stuck here. How is that possible? Oh no!
No. Ryan, no. Ball came right into this hole.
I don't know if you ever heard me that my ball would land right next to my name down there that I didn't know existed. Roll the ball one more time, Timmy. We're coming over, Timmy.
I think it's one of them.
Oh, it's right there in the middle.
Oh, perfect. Now that's a good throw.
I mean, that's exactly how I threw it last time.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Exactly.
it was.
No.
It's like directly in the middle of the foot.
So you think because it's in the middle now, it was moved before?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. You don't think it's odd that it stopped in the middle and then before it went into the roof of our gate?
But it also stopped at the I love pot graffiti, so maybe this ghost just looked blazing.
It's rumored that patients whose infection spread to the brain, rendering them insane, were sent to the 5th floor. So let's make the journey upward.
Alright. This is the floor I'm really not stoked to go on.
One room in particular on this floor that is arguably the most obvious, definitely the most controversial.
502. Idiots. This is what we like to do.
Room 502 has a reputation for haunting to suicide leading to one story house, 1932, her death in the 5th floor patio near room 502, though others believe she was actually crushed.
Right around here is probably where she jumped off. The second nurse to die here.
That's a hell of a fall.
How to do it.
I mean, if she was 5 feet or taller, dude, Gus could just not grow over. Because
It's true.
I was looking over there.
The other suicide reportedly occurred 4 years earlier in 1928 when nurse Mary Hillenberg hung herself just outside room 502. Another theory is that Mary got pregnant by one of the doctors, and when he tried to perform an abortion, she died, and the suicide was staged.
So according to Tina, here's 502. They found the nurse hanging right around here. So if we were to sleep in this area,
Oh, that's right. That's right where it happened.
we would be sleeping right where it happened.
I can tell you some stories about the 5th floor.
Oh, sure, let's hear
I've had
them.
guys, people for security reasons, stay up on the 5th floor of tents. And they have things hit their tents on it. You hear kids giggling and stuff.
Oh, that's fun. Cool. That's where we're going to be sleeping.
Yeah, I think there was 16 years out there.
Well, that's good that we're going to
Yeah, you can do something out of it.
Go there. Well, you know what I realized? You know, if we were in satellite, it's like, oh, front door.
They're like,
Yeah. We're on the roof.
oh my god, you hear that?
I
Are you serious? You didn't hear that?
didn't hear anything.
I heard a whisper.
No, you didn't hear a whisper.
I swear to God, I heard a whisper.
You know, there's a lot of wind moving around
Nope,
right
nope.
now. What did the whisper say?
I don't know.
Sure, it was just a car at a distance.
No, it sounded like someone saying something. Oh man, am I just freak myself out again? I thought you swear you didn't hear it? It made my hair stand up.
Just go to sleep.
No, I don't want to.
Hello. Oh, you can't even see me. It's so dark in here because I'm going to sleep.
Shane's next to me. He's asleep. Well, I may have just woken him up, but I don't really care. Literally, like, 6 feet away from me, a lady hung herself.
Ryan,
I asked myself that a lot, too. I don't understand why I do these things. Shane, how are you? I thought you were asleep.
I don't remember. I think I was asleep when you called Helen in the first place because I woke up and I heard a voice and I was like, what the fuck's going on?
You've been asleep for 45 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, did Shane think I was a ghost?
Yeah.
Shane also thinks it was a coincidence that the ball landed under Ryan. What do you think?
Shane wants to be your friend.
that was a sleepless night. Let's go check in on Mr. Shane.
This location is clear.
Well,
Time to go!
it's been real. You still have an opportunity here. Golden moment to seize glory. You hear that, Ghost? That's Reinbergar 1, Waverly Hills Sanatorium 0. How does that feel? Is Waverly Hills Sanatorium haunted? Remains. Actually, do you think this place is haunted?
No.
Due to the countless deaths that occurred within its walls, it's no surprise to me that many report this once busy hospital is haunted. Although nothing experience tonight changes that reputation, whether or not the grateful sanatorium is definitively haunted will remain unsolved.
I'm gonna take everything said by a ghost hunter with a grain of salt.
Well, technically not your ghost hunter, so you think about that.
Oh shit.
But I don't know if I can trust you.
I'm a ghost hunter, but
Well, oh my god, your brain is...
this is all bullshit. Oh no. Do I have to put that on my business card?
Yeah, Shane Day, ghost hunter.
Oh.
And RoboSwatch.
And RoboSwatch.
This is a nightmare room. This is where we're sleeping tonight. This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we explore one of the most haunted places in the world as part of our ongoing investigation. To answer the question, our ghosts real? Right now we are sitting in the Queen Salon of undoubtedly the creepiest boat in the world. Allow me to introduce you to the Queen Mary.
A bit rude to call it the creepiest boat in the world.
I mean, that's not an unfair statement, would you say, right?
It's a marvel. It's a marvel.
Apparently this boat is 2 times the size of the... 2 times? Titanic's tiny.
That's not true.
It's true. All you need to know is I was here about 10 years ago and I said I'd never come back, and well, here I am.
You're not a man of your word.
You know, I will say this is a beautiful sunset, though. If there's one thing I could take solace in today,
It's a nice sunset. Enjoy it, Ryan. It's the last one you're ever going to see.
well, I'm back. that is that.
Do you feel like it remembers you?
I certainly hope not after what I did last time I was here.
What did you do?
You'll find out.
You mean that you think there's something about Mary? That
Indeed, yeah, that's exactly.
she might be a little bit enchanted.
Yeah, I think so. You know, when things are so pristine and beautiful like this, there is something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Lots of things. That being said, let's get into the history of this boat.
Named after Britain's actual Queen Mary, the Queen Mary was completed in the 1930s and embarked on its inaugural voyage on May 27, 1936 from Southampton, England. The boat served as the new benchmark for luxury, containing 2 cocktail bars, 2 swimming pools, 5 dining areas and lounges, a grand ballroom, and much more. However, all that luxury would soon go to waste during World War II, when the ship was repurposed as a transportation vessel for troops and prisoners of war. It was a perfectly painted gray. In fact, the ship was so much faster than enemy U-boats that it earned the nickname the Grey Ghost.
Did they paint it gray specifically for the war?
You don't think the Grey Ghost is a pretty cool name?
It is pretty badass.
That's the Grey Ghost. Tell that story apart.
Oh, my ship? Well, she's called the Grey Ghost.
The ship was estimated to have carried over 800,000 servicemen throughout the war. In 1947, the ship returned to the Queen Mary status. In 1965, it was sold to the city of Long Beach, California, where it is now docked. Now that we've established the boat's history, let's take a second to visit my own personal history with this ship.
I've told Shane this story before, but about 10 years ago when I was... 10 years ago?
This is riveting.
At 17 years old, I visited this ship with friends. I was really interested in the paranormal, but but didn't believe it was a real thing.
Never thought I'd be back in this room. This was my ghost father.
After taunting the ghost to show themselves and coming up empty again, I returned disappointed to my hotel room on the boat. Cabin B484.
It hasn't changed one bit. That's exactly the same.
Which bed were you on?
I was sleeping right here.
On this one?
I was sleeping on the left side towards the wall.
We were hanging out. This looks like a Best Western.
That night when I slept, I was repeatedly poked in the face, but I was too scared to open my eyes, and when I finally did to confront the person I was sitting next to, my friend Elden, I discovered to my horror that he was actually fast asleep and snoring.
I thought maybe,
Ain't that like Elden?
yeah, maybe nothing. Maybe it was nothing. So I tried to push through it. I eventually did fall asleep. The next morning, I went into the bathroom. My friend Casey saw the sink turn on, so we set up a camera to try and catch that. So when we set up the camera, we actually caught, if you look in the footage at the left corner, there's a bag with toothpaste on top of it.
You'll never forget that plastic Ziploc bag. You. I'm getting chills seeing the actual toothbrush.
Okay, see, look at you can see it.
It already happened?
Yeah, it already happened.
Not boding well considering I didn't even
You were focusing on the wrong side of the screen.
Yeah, there's definitely a force at play with it though.
And what is that? Okay, you gotta admit, that looks weird. No? Or what's
It really doesn't.
Rewind it again. It happens at the exact same time you throw your shit on the counter. There's always something. Look at the bag, how it moves. It's like, because there's toothpaste on it. It's like a jitter. What? Bags are stiff. That's a pretty firm move. It almost looks like someone's puppeteering it. Screw it, it's a haunted bag. You can't see that it flung it a little bit.
This toothpaste falls straight down.
It was up and down.
Straight down.
Up and down. Straight down. Up and down.
Before that toothpaste hit the floor, I didn't believe in ghosts. I thought this was all BS. But what I saw in that bathroom changed me into the man that you see today. A firm believer in ghosts and the paranormal.
I've never doubted it again, and I swore I would never return to this ship, and yet here I sit like a freaking idiot. So
I've told you numerous times that I would love to see something like that. If I just get one experience like that with definitive proof, maybe tonight's the night, I'm feeling lucky.
That being said, let's explore some of the paranormally active areas of the ship in my return to the Queen Mary. There are quite a few documented deaths that occurred in the Queen Mary, and numerous more reported ones, so let's revisit a couple. In 1936, Sir Edgar Britton, the first captain of the Queen Mary, died of a stroke in his cabin. In 1949, Senior Second Officer William Stark accidentally drank laundry detergent stored in a gin bottle, thereby poisoning himself to death.
Storing that in a gin bottle.
apparently the captain at the time had a gin bottle in his room. He said, you've been doing a good job today. Go to my room, pour yourself a drink. He failed to mention there was acid, or I've also heard it was detergent.
Ooh, this doesn't taste like this burning my tongue. I better swallow it. Imagine him just a minute after the guy left the room being like,
oh shit, I didn't drink the other bottle. The X is on it.
oh, darn it.
By the way, Shane, I have a bottle of whiskey in the room for you.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
However, the most unfortunate deaths all occurred at one time. As I had mentioned before, the Queen Mary served as a transportation vessel during World War II. On October 2nd, 1942, the Queen Mary was being escorted from New York to Glasgow by another much smaller vessel called the HMS Curacao. The Curacao was zigzagging in front of the Queen Mary to confuse potential U-boats and German bombers. However, the Queen Mary, traveling at 28.5 knots, unexpectedly caught up to the Curacao and consequently collided with the ship, splitting the HMS Curacao in half.
Boy.
Hey, how much bigger was it? 20 times bigger?
20 times bigger.
That just fucking cut through that thing like a hot butter patty.
Your patty?
Yeah, like a hot butter patty.
That's not what it's called.
Some members of the Curacao were killed instantly on impact, while others were thrown into the freezing water, watching as the men who remained on board sank, trapped within the remains of the vessel. And for those left in the water that didn't die from hypothermia, it is said that the current of the Queen Mary carried them in, chopping them up in propeller.
Ugh.
That's all you gotta say about that?
Boats are tough. Not an easy life. Boat life.
Due to war protocol, the captain of the Queen Mary, Cyril Illingworth, was not yet stopped, and they pushed forward, reporting the incident to near ship. But by the time the arrived, hours later, it was too late. The already died, and the screams of the Curacao passengers. And some claim that the bow of the ship is a hotspot due to the fact that it's nearing the Curacao.
Dude, any idea where we are right now?
It's a boat.
This is where the ship goes out. Her belly. That's the puzzle. Look at you. Look at your little stupid face. Normally I'm against asking or communicating with ghosts, but if I'm truly going to be actually an investigator in this, I have to, right?
Yeah. Do it. Go on, Ryan.
Did you?
Go on.
Do you know my history with this boat?
Direct.
Shut up. First off, sorry for what I said last time.
What did you call it?
I called it a motherfucker, I called it a coward,
Right.
and I said, this whole shit is bullshit. I'm not here to hurt you. Oh god. I think you're not here to hurt me.
Well, Ryan's very angry about that toothpaste incident.
Shut up, Shane.
You told me before we got here.
Shut your stupid mouth.
Spirits? Spirit, show yourself.
No, don't be, what are you doing?
You said
Yeah, but don't be a ghost to us from Die Hard.
Spirit.
We had scavenger hunt one day for some youngsters. Well, no one ever found their way down there that day, so I was there by myself. And I'm sitting there tapping on the woodwork next to the porthole, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be weird if somebody responded? And lo and behold, just on the other side of the wall, I heard somebody go, That was cool. Could it have been a spirit? Well, maybe.
No, that's it. Bum, 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 bum.
Man, you could try that. Oh man, this. Wait.
It's just creaking, it's fine.
Why did they do it right then? Do it again. Yeah, we're good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Other alleged deaths include 2 women who drowned in the first 5 years. One apparition appears in many Barney's clothing and the other in the 1960s. There is also reports of a little boy who fell overboard near the pool who now haunts the passageway. A little girl named Jackie also is reported to haunt the swimming pool areas.
I just think it's embarrassing for them to drown in a pool on a boat.
That's true. Also, was there a lifeguard on duty?
You're on a thing that has conquered buoyancy.
They drowned on top of the ocean.
Yeah.
According to the ship's current during World War II, a cook died in frigid fashion. Apparently, he was landed in an oven by Australian soldiers and consequently burned to death.
Wait, what happened?
Australian soldiers they picked up who did not like the food took this chef and instead of giving him 1 star on Yelp, shoved him into Maybe that's why they created Yelp.
Maybe tired of being murdered.
Many say his screams can still be heard.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, we are right next to, down the hall is the galley where the kitchen was. I'm a little unnerved that the clanking did come from the kitchen.
That doesn't sit super well.
Oh wow, you're actually admitting to something for once.
In 1966, an 18-year-old crewman was crushed by door number 13, an automatically closing door during a watertight drill. His ghost is sometimes seen wearing white coveralls.
It's very confusing. It looks like it'd be pretty easy to get crushed to death here.
This is just in itself, even if this is not spiritually active, this place.
It's a marvel.
It's just massive. There's just numbers. How could anyone possibly know what the hell is going on down here?
Number 13, is this where it happened?
No, this is not.
Oh,
This is where lubrication happened. Lubrication oil pump controllers, to be exact.
Little scene location.
Jesus Christ.
Huh?
No.
That's fun.
And I think this is it right here. This is door number 13. Do I feel strange right here? Yep, I don't like it. I want to get out of that. It is crazy that of all the numbers, you could have got stuck in 13. Oh, man. Okay, now I'm starting to get scared. Yeah. Hello there. If there's anybody here, please show us a sign, make a bang. Be nice. No. No fucking way, no.
It's clearly just some machine turning up.
No, that's gotta be that's an engine, right?
Yeah, probably. Or a ghost.
Right now I'm talking to the gentleman who got crushed in this door. And you're here still. Please show yourself. I'm not seeing it, just light bulbs and shit. Not seeing anything, not seeing anything. You see something? Look at this, it's just a light, but it looks like someone looking out. Does that not?
Yeah, it does.
Holy shit, dude, that's scary.
Human beings staring at
the holy shit out of me.
Other hotspots on the ship include the engine room, the safe room, the RDEC port valve storage, the wheelhouse, the propeller box, and finally, the isolation ward, where the sick and those diagnosed with contagious disease were kept away from the other passengers. And in some cases, the isolation ward served as a makeshift prison.
Let's do this.
Vision looks scared too.
Oh my god. My fucking heart almost exploded, dude.
Your heart on exploded?
What? What the fuck, dude? Check that out.
Let's move on to the final stage of the investigation, spending the night on the ship. We've been given access to the most haunted cabin on the Queen Mary, cabin B340.
You're in for a real experience tonight in there.
You're really gonna hate this. I imagine I'm gonna hate this. Okay, about to look at this for the first. You gotta be fucking shitting me, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, no.
We gotta sleep in here.
No. This is where we're sleeping tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my mind, of course. Workers that have worked on this shit for decades in some cases, they never go into that stuff. And when I told them that we're sleeping in there, they laughed and told me I was so that's fun.
The cabin has reports of voices, beds shaking, water room, and lights being turned on by itself. In fact, cabin B340 has garnered so many reports of complaints of activity that it was actually departed 25 years ago. Since then, nobody's been allowed to sleep inside until tonight, where we will attempt to sleep inside cabin B340 for the first time in nearly 25 years.
I don't think we've ever attempted something more idiotic than this. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? This is a nightmare. If there's anybody in here that wants to talk to us, say something. If there's, is that you smart? Piece of shit, Shane. My fart's scary. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's an accident. I didn't do that on purpose. I genuinely did
It
not.
just slipped. It just slipped right here by cheese.
If I see anything at all tonight that awakes something in me, then I'll join you and this weird little camp.
You'll be me.
I'll be you.
And bed shaking. That's the remedy. Jokes on that. And bed shaking.
Gotcha. It's an empty room. It's what is the ghost even gonna do in there?
I don't know. Poke me in the face like it did when I was 17.
What the fuck is that? It's that. Dude.
No, we were outside.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I mean, we tried to sleep at the Sally house, and every time I fell asleep, you woke me up.
Yeah, well, I can't make any promises that you're gonna stay awake.
I am going to go to sleep.
No, you're not.
If you try to wake me up, I'm just going to ignore you.
I'm gonna pour water in your face.
You do whatever the hell you want. I'm not going to acknowledge you.
You know. What was that?
Some bullshit.
You didn't hear it?
No.
Sounded like a voice.
A voice? You've somehow tricked me into not being upset that you're still talking, but I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna try again. I don't know what you did. I'm angry again.
Just kick me. What the fuck? You're still here. I wasn't stabbed to death with a butter knife.
The room is clear.
The room is clear. And now it's just an empty, bare room appropriate for a sitcom exit.
We've had some fun times in here.
Farewell to the Queen Mary.
She's a beaut. You're a beaut. You're a beautiful lady. I love your bones.
The prodigal son returned today and didn't come back with as much evidence as last time, but what a ship still.
Oh, what a ship.
And I'm still not prepared to say this place is not haunted because I very much believe it is.
So it remains.
The Queen Mary is an 80-year-old ship with plenty of rich yet tragic history. Are there actually ghosts that inhabit the halls and decks of this former warship? Or is that merely part of the narrative? After spending one nearly sleepless night in the ship, I can certainly attest to the fact that the Queen Mary may be haunted. But as always, the answer will remain unsolved.
See you later, kitchen ghost. Follow us. There's gonna be a party in our room later if you want to.
Nope, no, stop it. This is fun now. The machine's over there taking a squat.
Did you hear footsteps above?
And the door's open.
Was it open before? Stay in there.
Wait a second. What are you
Hang
doing?
on, hang on, hang on.
Oh no! All right, this is it. The infamous Dauphine Orleans Hotel.
This looks like a luxury hotel.
I wouldn't jump quickly to conclusions.
I mean,
Though we are entering through the valet parking lot.
yeah, there's valet parking.
Or whatever. Don't judge a book by its cover.
This is a hell of a cover. This place is beautiful.
All right, so this is us. Room 101. Going into the carriage house. Just close to this.
I don't want to kill the vibe, but we could just turn the lights on.
Nope. You're gonna scare the ghosts away.
That's not how that works.
It may, I don't know. The size of this, man. You can definitely smell the age in this room.
Holy shit! It's a jacuzzi tub! Ryan, this is the best place we've ever cleared.
Stayed?
Ghost busted?
We've never ghost busted anywhere. This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate the Dauphine Orleans Hotel in New Orleans, Louisiana. As part of our ongoing investigation, the question, are ghosts real? Right now we're sitting in a hotel rich with interesting history and a cast of characters unlike anything thus far.
Like a ghost sitcom?
You could say that.
Sign me up. Let's do it.
Located a block away from the bustling Bourbon Street, the site of the Dauphine Orleans may date back as far as 1775, with parts of the hotel that exist today that were built in the early 1800s. Many of the buildings that today comprise the Dauphine Orleans Hotel used to be private residences, as well as a bordello. In fact, before 1898, brothels and gambling houses were said to spread across most of the city. A man by the name of Sidney Story created legislation that confined the city's sinful hobbies to a 16-block region, making prostitution and gambling legal within the confines of that area. Ironically, this 16-block precinct would be named after Sidney Story and was dubbed Storyville, a fact I'm sure he was far from pleased with.
He didn't like bring him there.
He didn't like sinful activity. He didn't like debauchery. He wouldn't have liked us on Bourbon Street the other day.
I stole them off the woman who died on the Titanic!
Catch her in your head! That's well covered.
It's said that Storyville was riddled with crime, sometimes at the hands of the prostitutes themselves. The hotel as a whole seems to be active. Visitors and employees claim that doors lock themselves shut. Footsteps can be heard. Shadows follow you.
Shadows do tend to follow you. That's sort of how they work.
During the Civil War, soldiers were said to stay on the premises, often while recovering. There are multiple spirits of Civil War soldiers seen in different places in the hotel. However, the most haunted area of the hotel is undoubtedly the hotel bar, May Bailey's place, which was actually a well-known bordello at the edge of the aforementioned Storyville.
Think of all the activity that went down here back in the day. This place was booming with music.
Booming with some other stuff, too.
It was also booming with lots of other stuff.
The madam of the bordello was May Bailey, and the original city license was issued in 1857 and still remains on display today.
You have lovely penmanship, May. And there is, of course, the mayor.
Is his name Chad?
No, I don't think. Oh shit, it may be Chad actually.
Were there Chads back
I
then?
don't know.
Confederate soldiers are often seen near May Bailey's place, perhaps due to the fact that it was a brothel they frequented in the past. Most of the ghosts in the bar are said to be May's employees or ladies of the night.
Gentlemen have claimed that they feel somebody trying to touch their leg underneath the bar.
I was expecting something else considering the history.
Just leg, just leg.
Brian is afraid of you. I think you should show him that you demand to be respected.
I do respect them.
I never knew this was that easy.
Fucking dick.
The previous bartender told me about the activity around the bathroom area, and they said that people would get locked in or out of the bathrooms, which sounds weird.
Is it like something's holding the door shut?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. If there's anybody in here, now's the time to let us know.
Run! Jesus Christ! You said you set the thing on the sink and it moved.
Oh, was that what that was?
Yeah. Ah, that's all that's happening. You gotta fucking calm down, man.
Another active area of May Bailey's is a little library section where a ghost is said to knock books off shelves.
Ghost 101. 1, knock book off shelf. Week 2, hold a candlestick in the middle of a hallway. 3, sheets.
You're just
Ghost
you're
number
just going
4.
through
What
the
do we
Haunted
got?
Mansion at Disneyland.
No, I'm not.
All right, we're gonna leave now. Please don't follow me.
Follow.
Great. Okay.
If you can't catch him here, just follow him home all the way to California.
Stop telling the ghost to follow me home.
He's got a. Did you hear footsteps up above?
Yeah, but there's no one up above.
The bordello's up there. Did you hear?
I fucking heard a footstep. Well, let's just go up there. We'll find out, I guess.
Arguably the most horrifying part of the hotel is the bordello suite, which is upstairs in May Bailey's, a place where the girls would take patrons to perform services.
And the door's open.
Was it open before?
Nope. I do not like this room at all.
Many report feelings of unrest in here, and an employee that has worked at the hotel for over 30 years refuses to go in there to this day.
Let's just go to the bathroom. Oh. We got it.
Does it stink?
No, I just got lightheaded.
Oh.
Wait, what? Wait a second. What are you doing?
Hang on.
Oh, no. No.
Turn out your light.
God. Is there anybody in here with me?
Ryan is out there. He's probably freaking out.
Alright. Shane's doing his lockup. Oh boy. Oh god, my fucking light just died. God damn it. Turn back on, please. Please, please, please. Please. Shane, is your lockout? Is your lock-in done?
No, I've just got another 2 minutes.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. Come back out. Ah! Come back out! Come back out!
I've got 2 more minutes.
No, no!
This is one of the best days of my life.
We're good. We're good. Okay. Dude, I thought I saw something fly in front of me, but...
Huh?
It doesn't matter. Why I freaked out is because I thought something flew in front of me, but it may have just been the reflection of my light turning off.
If you don't want us to be here, send us a sign.
I'm sorry, I mean... Whoa. Did your fucking light just turn out? Oh my god, I just got the fucking chills. God. Oh, no, no.
This isn't even a mag light.
Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Was that you telling us to leave?
Hey, there it goes. It's fine. It's like full power. Ghost, I'm beginning to suspect that you're not real. Call it a hunch, but I've sat in a lot of dark rooms with this guy talking to the air.
Right after Shane speaks, our audio recorder picks up a voice possibly saying, "I'm right there."
But I've sat in a lot of dark rooms with this guy talking to the air.
Could this be one of the patrons of this former bordello?
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a noise. I don't think it's compelling in the sense it doesn't sound like a voice. Cool. It also kind of goes right into your voice though, which makes me think you're just like...
When we both talk, it sounds so much different than our voices. So
Think it if you want. You can have it.
I think it's saying, I'm right there.
Yeah.
Another famous ghost at the hotel. The sister of May Bailey, Millie. The story goes that Millie's fiance was shot in a gambling dispute on the morning of their wedding.
The morning before their wedding, and he's like, you know what I'll do? I'll get real drunk and go play some cards with some shady fellas.
I'm itching for the tables.
That's him being killed.
Tell my wife I love her. Well, she's not my wife.
It's said that Millie's grief consumed her as she continued to wear the wedding dress after the incident. Millie is reportedly seen in her dress by hotel guests to this day, earning her name the Lost Bride of the Dauphine Orleans Hotel. Now it's time to move to the final phase of the investigation, spending the night in the hotel. As I mentioned before, some of the site's original structures still stand today, and the carriage rooms are the oldest part of the existing building. More importantly, according to the hotel, the carriage rooms used to be an extended rear wing of May Bailey's, and chillingly was the part where May and her sister Millie actually lived.
May and Millie, we're gonna turn off the light now. Really, it's your time to run amok.
Oh, shit.
Did you just take a shit?
No, I didn't take a shit. I just realized what I've gotten myself into again. I hate this. Okay.
You know, a ghost has probably whispered point blank in your ear, but you probably never heard it because you were busy going, okay, what did I do? Oh, Ryan, what did I do? What do you always get yourself into these things?
Come out, get my skull out of my head. Pull my bones out and melt them in front of my face.
Are we doing more of this, or can I use the jacuzzi hot tub that we've been blessed with?
Are you serious?
Oh, are we gonna spend the night here and not use that?
The jets don't work. We're just two guys sitting in a tub. So how do you feel about this?
I'm delighted because this is the first place we've ever slept that has just a modicum of luxury.
This is luxury?
Yeah. You see the size of that bed?
Yeah, I saw the size of the bed.
We slept on a dirt floor on the Queen Mary.
It doesn't
matter. It was
matter.
covered in rat hair.
It's true.
This is incredible.
This is fine. I'm still gonna have a hard time sleeping in that room. It's so dark in there. Did you see that? All right. Well, should we do this?
Yeah.
That's the balcony outside, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go out there. I want to see if someone's actually out there. Oh, fuck. Maybe there's somebody in the room?
While listening for footsteps, we pick up a strange voice speaking something unknown.
Maybe this is a lost cause.
Is this the voice of Bay or Millie? Or perhaps one of the Civil War soldiers who frequented the bordello?
It sounds like someone's swallowing.
It sounds not even close to my voice. It's a different octave. It sounds like a machine almost. It's very electronic. There's so many different things and properties about that voice that would prove it's not me. It almost sounds like there's a TV on.
You make it sound like you're listening to It's a tiny little click noise.
Look, listen to it again. It's a voice and it's electronic. I don't know what it's saying.
Is it Daft Punk?
It's not. Yes, Daft Punk. The
Is it
DJ's Daft Punk came into our suite at night and gave me a little ditty. That's what happened.
Holy shit. This is insane. It's fucking 5:15 in the morning.
Oh my god, I got fucking chills. Is this not alarming to you, Shane? What the fuck?
No.
Jesus. Between Shane snoring and this goddamn ghost. Gonna kill somebody.
Nice morning sky. Let's leave. What if we find out that there's actually nobody even staying above us?
I don't know, Ryan. This place is strange.
After, Shane returned to our normal hotel down the street, but I was still bewildered by the footsteps, so I stayed back to investigate the only 2 rooms above our hotel room, only one of which was occupied.
Hi, I just had a quick question. I'm staying downstairs, under you, and just out of curiosity, did you happen to be walking around? Oh, okay, I'm just like, I'm a little spooked. I thought it was.
Yeah, we've been a little spooked too, but we've been there about 3 days now, so now you gotta talk to the front desk.
Well, there you have it. He wasn't walking, and not only was he not walking, he's been spooked too because he's wondering where the creaking and walking is coming from. Well, 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 well.
Was he not pacing?
Not only was he not pacing, but he said, yeah, we've been staying here the past couple days. I've been pretty freaking spooked.
I bet he was just embarrassed.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He was probably pacing around. It's a ghost, right? You're right. It was a ghost marching around for 7 hours.
Yes.
Non-stop.
Yes, because that's what ghosts do. That's it? That's all you have to say for yourself?
I think that man was just walking.
Okay, I'm gonna take the camera away from your stupid face.
It's worth mentioning that after this investigation, I spoke to a New Orleans ghost tour guide about hauntings at the Dauphine, and she mentioned an angry Confederate soldier who walks around all night long and even stomps. Was this possibly the source of the footsteps that I heard in our room? Given the rich history of this area, it's no wonder that many feel the numerous presences that once frequented these halls. And after spending a sleepless night there, I will argue that something is off about the hotel. But whether or not it's definitively haunted will remain unsolved.
It's not haunted.
How do you know that?
I know it's not haunted.
You don't know that for sure. You say that everywhere we go. Guess what? You're like a stupid string puppet that I can just bring along with me, and I would just pull it when I want to hear something dumb.
It's not haunted. Right.
Canada here.
Okay, that's all.
You got merchandise.
There she is.
Another demon house.
Another demon house. I gotta say, it does look as imposing in person as it does online.
Did they make it?
See, I have a pocket Bible with me this time.
Well, that's good.
I didn't bring any holy water.
Are you concerned maybe you've gotten a little soft?
Once you hear what this place is, you're gonna see why I'm so scared of this joint. But I'm gonna keep this with me. I'm gonna keep this Bible here, back pocket at all times. If I need it, I'll use it. You, since you don't believe, you probably don't even need this, but if you want to use it later, you can do so.
I don't need shit. There you go.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate the Bel Air House in Bel Air, Ohio, as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? As many viewers of this show know, I only do one demonic investigation per season, so here's my sacrifice for this particular season.
You sound brave, but your wide eyes betray you.
It's the beginning of the night. I'm doing a good job of concealing how I truly feel right now. Also, for the first time since the Sally House, we will attempt to sleep in a demonic t-shirt. I think this is a shot at redemption for me. I'm not going to wimp out. I'm going to stay here all night. I'm going to sleep where I have to sleep. And I'm going to come out a big boy.
You're gonna grow. You're gonna be a big boy.
I'm going to be a big boy now.
Even if something horrifying happens.
Yeah, my hands is right.
Built in the early 1900s, supposedly by a coal miner named Jacob Hetherington, the Bel Air House, from the outside, looks like any old Hetherington here, and some claim that one of his coal mines sits under this house. The house was said to have been passed to his granddaughter Lyde in 1947. Lyde would die of a heart attack, reportedly in the living room of the Bel Air House. Her brother Edwin was apparently so distraught that he contacted mediums to try and reconnect with his dead sister. It's said that Edwin's attempts to connect may have opened portals within the home.
Right now we're in the seance room, telling the story in. So this is said to be the place where Edwin would reach out to his dead sister Lyde. And speaking of Lyde, she is said to have died right here of a heart attack. Yes. So I think we could sit down here and do a classic seance. We'll light a candle and we'll reach out like Edwin would have done back in the day. Is there anybody here with us right now? Calling out to Edwin? Or specifically or essentially.
There's probably some sort of decorum, right?
Do you want me to look it up, the decorum? Decide who will be summoning. Let's go for Edwin. Edwin in or Lyde.
Fine. A happy place for her.
Okay, no.
But we're directly over where she is.
I know, but you don't need to bring that memory back up. Odds are maybe she doesn't. Set the table. Place 3 candles or a number divisible by 3.
I got some gum. Where's my gum go?
Got it everywhere on the table and hold hands for you to serve.
Oh, sorry. Spirits of the past, move among us. Be guided by the light of this world and visit upon us. If you are with...
No, that's not in quotes. That's out of the quotes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Baller.
it. We gotta wait for a response now.
Yours are plenty.
I'm just gonna make that.
Very sweaty.
Yours were sweaty. Edwin lied. We're here in the house. We're friends. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to talk to you. So if you're here right now, feel free to say anything. Make your presence known. You could move something.
Am I off-putting to you guys? I don't often respect a lot of you.
Do you not like his vibe? I don't blame you. Is anybody here with us right now? Can you blow this candle out? We're downstairs. The more we move up, the more.
Edwin would pass away himself in 1962, and after that, ownership of the house passed from owner to owner. Families that lived there only did so momentarily, after strange activity in the house prompted them to leave. Eventually, the home sat abandoned. During this time, neighbors would claim in the seemingly vacant, such as people moving about, peering out of the home's windows. Other than the deaths in the house, nobody knows why this seemingly normal home is ripe with activity. Some people have the notion that the house sits which are physical markers. The land beneath the house sits adjacent to what the current owner claims are Native American burial caves. And finally, there's the possibility that past coal mine accidents contribute to the unrest. Either way, something is not right at the Bel Air house. Perhaps that's why it sat abandoned. Until Kristen Lee. After her previous home had been destroyed by flash floods, Kristen Lee understandably thought her luck had changed when she managed to buy the beautiful Bel Air home at a foreclosure sale for reportedly only $46,000. In 2005, Kristen Lee and her family moved into the Bel Air house, marveling at what was seemingly a steal. Soon after moving in, it became apparent why the house was abandoned. Lee would hear voices, things would disappear mysteriously, and she would hear footsteps in the attic. One night, while napping on the living room couch, Kristen claims she woke to a man standing in her living room. Terrified, Kristen watched as the man walked away and vanished. Seeing a ghost, I looked around the room, and everything I saw my friend, and
what was odd about him was I could see straight through him, and I could see through the foyer too, and he had a flat affect. There was no emotion, there was nothing on his face. It was just very flat.
And to that point, had weird things been happening leading up to that, or was that the first encounter?
For me, it was the first encounter because we were homeless. We were affected by 2 flash floods. So in my mind, I thought, this is probably because we're working too hard. We're adjusting to the house. So I kind of just let it go off to the side in the back of my mind. And that's where we left it. But it was very unexplainable at that point in time. Later on, down the line, years later, I finally understood what
So this is the living room. This is where Kristen was asleep on the couch, where she encountered the gray man, the apparition in here that disappeared as he walked out. Did you hear that?
It sounded like a little baby doll.
Disappeared as he walked out. As he walked out.
You heard that, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I got fucking chills. What the fuck was that?
like a little.
Is that you? Who was that? Could you do that again?
shut up, kind of like that.
Hedrington family, I'm Ryan, that's Shane. We're here in your house. We hear you're all very nice people. And we also hear that you have somebody in this house or something that may not be as nice. And maybe we could help you with that, so if you want to talk to us about it right now, something. Is that you? Who is that? Let's visit.
Footsteps up there.
Yeah, you go ahead and explain it away.
At first, Kristen blames stress and says of that time, quote, I thought I was just tired and questioned my sanity. I never believed in the paranormal because I'm a trained forensic mental health professional, as well as a master-level psychologist. I blame psychology because there's no more psychological reasoning, end quote.
What do you think about, because she was skeptical at first, as most people would be, or some people would be. You would probably be skeptical about stress and mood. She didn't really believe what she was seeing. I mean, I feel like that checks your box of like the first thing you would do. That's admirable.
It does, yeah. That's good, yeah. Frustrating.
But the thing is, like, once that happens and then another experience happens that you can't explain away, then you can see when you
start to stack up.
And that's when it becomes, like, frustrating because it's like...
You know, it's tough with these things because I don't necessarily believe in it, but, you know, listening to her story, she tells it with such conviction. I don't not believe her. I don't not believe that she experienced these things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I just don't believe the
ghosts?
Yeah.
There's a part of your brain that you can't, there's a hurdle you can't jump over, that you literally cannot get over this one thing.
Yes, there is a moat that separates fact from fiction in my brain.
And you have your very heart set in what your definition of that. As do I.
Provable thing.
Okay. Alrighty then. Alright, moving.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, okay, I mean, I have my beliefs, you have your beliefs.
Yeah,
we'll just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Hey, that's the show, right?
That's the show!
Yeah.
And though Kristen tried to ignore the signs, the encounters continued to escalate and get more violent in nature. The breaking point for Kristen was an incident involving her dog, Bella.
Where was the point when you decided this is what it is, actually a ghost? What I saw was actually what I saw.
Well, this part is very supernatural. This is something else. I felt like paralysis, it really did. So of course I blamed psychology. That's what I always blamed. And I couldn't move. And there was this dense way toward me. And then it finally lifted Bella up because she was barking viciously again. She was on top of me. Her claws were going inside of my rib cage to where it actually hurt. And she was on top of me and I actually felt her breath in my face. And she lifted up, it lifted her up.
I'm not laughing at it. I'm sort of, the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
This is just what it does. This is where the infamous dog incident happened. So she was sleeping right here. Her dog was next to her. Something came in the room. She felt paralyzed, similar to sleep paralysis. But then, the dog levitates right at that. It's this window right here. Seems where the light line hits. So, we're conceivably standing on the portal. She said her dog was often unnerved by shit that's in this room. A lot of scratches. Big dog.
You know how fucking sick that is to throw a dog across a room like that?
Yeah, you gotta be a real piece of shit. I don't know what kind of door is in here, or what perhaps threw that dog that one night. But whatever it is it here right now? Is there anything passing by right now? Just follow our voice. We just want to talk. We're just, we're just two guys looking to make some conversation.
Just a couple of dreamers.
I'm gonna fire up the spirit box. Is there anything in this room with us? What was that? Is there anything in this room with us? What was that? Who's here with us right now? Who is in this house?
Is it one of the Hetheringtons?
Or is it something else? I mean, anybody else? Anybody here that was here before this house was built?
Spaghetti? Tell us your name. Apple Tater?
Last chance. Who is in this house?
That just sounded like a wailing.
Waiting. Yeah, me too, bud.
Lee had to rent another apartment because she found the house unlivable and unsafe. However, Lee was still owner of the Bel Air house, and consequently, she made attempts to rent out the house. Unfortunately, her attempts were ultimately unsuccessful, as those who rented from her would move in and subsequently leave due to fear of the home. Lee claims she even reached the point where she offered to sell the house to the village for the sum of $1, which was refused. One article states that locals were wise to the unsafe nature of the home.
You're seeing where the frustration is starting to mount as all these measures are taken to be rid of this place. And it just, for whatever reason, it's like latched on like a parasite.
It's a curse.
It's insane. I mean, I've read a lot of these stories. I haven't seen anything like this where someone is making so much concerted effort to get rid of something and they just can't seem to. It's like the worst version of a bad penny.
It's like the house itself.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Why are you rubbing your hands together?
Right? It's like the house itself is sort of...
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
and
I'm just saying, regardless of whether or not you believe, it's easy to empathize with the situation, or sympathize, I should say. Yeah. Cool, we reached an agreement there. We did. Good. Should we high five or something? Or?
I didn't feel right.
This would lead to the revelation of turning the house into a destination for paranormal investigators, which would save the house and perhaps lead to the answer that all who are interested in the paranormal strive to answer. Are ghosts real? But as promised in the intro, we're not here just for ghosts. We're also here to confront something that may not be human at all, which leads us to Emily Davis. The name Lee gave to the house's child spirit, a small girl. Upon research, an Emily may have existed in connection with the house, but it's by no means definitive. However, based on our past experience in the Sally house, I learned that many times, demons or non-human entities will present themselves as something less formidable to trick those that encounter them. Sometimes, that can include appearing as a child. Emily is said to have made contact most often in the attic, and it's no surprise that the attic is where Lee feels the strongest sense of oppression.
We're gonna go up to the attic later. We're gonna see what's up there.
Great, all right. Let's find ourselves a Emily lady.
I hope not. Emily lady. Jesus Christ.
Little pigtail demon. Are these demons? Are they big, like, hellish ghouls with just a little blonde wig on? Is that what we're talking about?
No, I think they could accurately make themselves manifest in a form of a little child.
Yeah.
Well, I've said this to you before. They're not going to come out with the horns right away because no one's going to be like, oh, I want to be friends with that thing. But if you see a little girl throwing a ball to you, like, yeah, I'll play catch for a
It's
little
just
bit.
weird that is it like a character creator in The Sims? Like they pick out a little pink frilly dress and like,
No.
Maybe some overalls.
No, that's not. So, final phase. Yeah, it's a little bit dreading those.
Yeah.
One thing to note, there was a lock on the outside of the door.
That was very fun. I guess you do that in case an old wily raccoon gets in there, right? You know what? At some point tonight, I'm gonna lock it.
Don't do it. Ooh, this is said that you feel really oppressive energy up there.
However, Emily is not the sole resident of the attic. According to Kristen, a boy fell to his death from a window in the attic. But Kristen believes the boy may have been pushed. By whom, nobody can say for sure. But Kristen seems to suggest that the entity referring to itself as Emily may be responsible.
Apparently there was a survey named Gary who had a son that went right out this window, an event that almost repeated itself 3 times.
Yeah, how many people are going through windows in this house? I guess I'm just realizing now that seems to happen to many people.
I mean, it kind of tells what kind of thing is up here, but it's not so much that it's dragging them from another part of the room. They just, people who don't know the history of the house seem to just be drawn to this room, almost in a trance-like state. Also, I hear Emily likes to play piano.
If you're a demon, walk through that door. Walk through whatever portal you have to get into this room. Because we are 2 willing individuals.
Don't include me in that.
Huh?
No, you can walk in the room, just don't go inside me, you know? By the way, if we hear that go off while we're sleeping, I'm gonna lose my fucking...
Yeah, gonna poop your pants.
Brace yourself. Wow, that was a loud one. So if anyone wants to say anything, now is the time to do so. Who's up here? Emily, if you're here, say something.
Emily, is that you?
What the fuck? What is it?
Emily!
If you're trying to make us go to sleep and feel safe so you can start fucking with us when we're asleep, it's pretty uncool. Turning it off. I can't believe after all you've done, you're not going to show yourself right now. You're not going to say anything. Not even show us you're here. Just make a little knocking noise. One of these. We hear you walking around up here. All right, we'll be back. And I'm coming with my bed.
Gonna turn this into my rumpus room.
Unfortunately, we now enter the final phase of our investigation, sleeping in the house.
So, getting ready for the night. Shane's all mummified. We also have Emily's little piano. Let's try and get some sleep.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
I am kind of hungry though.
I have some goldfish. You just brushed your teeth.
What if... How's it going?
You got that?
I got it. Oh shit, what's that total?
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Have a good one.
That just... You're just preparing through that. It's good.
Anyways, we're gonna go to sleep now, so whatever's up here, hopefully you don't fuck with us. Do know that there is a camera right over there. So
Sure, you're welcome.
you're welcome to try.
Fuck around with the boys, but please know this. Once you do,
Alrighty. Oh, another overnight in the books.
yeah!
Get the fuck out of here.
Do you believe me now when I say that maybe we're both demon-proof?
We're not demon-proof.
I think we might be.
I think we caught a demon in a slum.
A lovely stay in this quiet, uneventful house.
Well, demon,
Oh, he's getting cocky.
you thought you had me in your clutches,
Aha!
but not today, demon. Not
Yeah,
today.
that's good.
I'm done with this place. Deuces, demon.
The house.
Take a last look at it. Never gonna see it again.
After spending the night at the Bel Air house, our sense of what resides there is no clearer than before, but the house's history of scaring away residents, including Kristen Lee, is enough to approach the house with caution. Is there actually a demon infesting a home full of spirits? No one can say for certain. And for now, whether or not the Bel Air house is definitively haunted will remain unsolved.
Mirrors are said to be portals.
Right. Openings, doors. Hi?
We're talking directly again to Matilda, if that's actually her name. We're talking to the little girl that keeps showing herself in this house. If you are in fact a little girl, can you please show yourself?
Can you prove yourself that you're here in this room with us?
Can you check the back of my arm?
You get a scratch? Oh, that was weird.
Here, right there. Is there anything there? Okay, it just started to burn.
Started to burn?
It could be my head.
Probably. Who's here? Is it Matilda? We don't got all night, dork. Yeah, that's it.
Who are you here for? Who are we talking to? All right. Nothing. No one.
He may be scared of you. Do you fear the tall man? If this was an other scenario and they thought we were ghosts, could you imagine how frightening you would be? I see a tall man. He wears squares.
Just to really razz them, if they do think I'm a ghost, I'm gonna give them a scare right
I feel like there's a family still kind of connected here, as if they're stuck here in some unique way. I don't like that they're stuck in a negative way that they don't want to leave. So they don't like that they're here. This is all open, but for some reason I want to walk through this and kind of walk through here. So I don't know what they know about the property or the home itself.
The attic is above us right now, but I don't...
Is it? Okay.
But how do you get to the attic? Oh, I see.
In the closet?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Fuck that with a capital F.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Why? Do you not want us to do this?
What'd you say?
This is just comically horrific, right? How are we gonna open it?
I don't know.
I want to peek up there.
I don't think I could physically fit up there.
No, it's impossible.
No.
But we want to. Okay.
You know, it's a lot of wood.
What's we ride right now?
Right. July, August feels like a turning point for the family.
They moved in July, and in August is when they first saw the little girl.
This is what I mean. I don't feel like there's a little girl here. And even though they may see this little girl, I'm not getting a little girl here.
Has Jackson ever said what she looked like?
Whenever I bring it up to Jackson, he does not want to talk about it. He gets very upset, like teary-eyed.
Yeah, I think I'd be upset too.
I actually asked him before coming here, just if he would talk to me about it a little bit. And what he said, well, you know I see people in my room a lot. And then what he said was, somebody asked him that night, are you ready for Matilda?
Wait, so is this a second party that's asking this?
I don't know, and he was truly so upset talking about it. So what he said, and I'm getting like chills, what he said he saw was men and women wearing white, and men wearing white pants, and women wearing white dresses, and they were standing facing his closet.
There was like like some sort of murder, homicide, there's that type of feeling that it's connected here, but there's hands that cause the situation to happen here. And I feel like there's actually 2 males that are involved here as well.
He said he wasn't afraid, but he said he didn't want to say anything. And he didn't want them to turn around, but it's just a weird visual of like, why are all these people facing his closet?
After telling this story, Jackson was visibly upset, and Hannah, being a concerned mother trying to get to the bottom of what was happening to her family in her home, asked Jackson to draw a picture of the little girl.
I'm scared to unfold this. Okay, so it's a crude drawing. It's a 6-year-old drawing.
Sure. It's good. I like it.
Now, I will say,
a lot of negative
it's
space.
definitely an interesting use of the real estate. It's a very big piece of paper.
Well, kid's got small hands. You know?
Yeah.
It's a child's drawing. It's essentially if someone drew a smiley face and you said, yeah, that looks like the guy that robbed me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say someone drawing you. Makes sense.
Although crude, the drawing reflected what Hannah saw, the outfit and the hair specifically. Due to the fact that both Jackson and Hannah saw the same girl, it became very difficult for Hannah to deny that there was something strange going on inside her house. Acknowledging such a fact is inconvenient and irrelevant. What could Hannah do besides try to live through it? Hannah continued to sleep through the loud noises in the night, continued to ignore lights turning on and off, and tried to not think about what entities could possibly be visiting her son while she slept. After telling these stories to friends, one concerned friend decided to sleep over to see if she could help Hannah confirm in the middle of the night, Alex awoke to a little girl standing in front of her. But bizarrely, much like Hannah, she felt a sense of calm while she reached out to her. She made she felt her. And suddenly, the little girl.
This is where Hannah's friend was sleeping over on this couch, and they saw the apparition, once again, of the little girl. You felt something around the fireplace.
Like a negative energy that's connected here.
Is there anything in this room, anybody that lives in this house or resides in this room in particular, that wants to present itself to us right now? You could touch one of us. Hell, you could even scratch the big guy.
Hell, scratch the big guy.
He's the big guy.
A lot of skin to scratch. Matilda! Give it your best.
It could be the wood creaking.
Convenient.
Oh! That's fun.
Tap, tap up there.
That's right where he was saying he thought maybe something was hanging. But okay.
We step forward, please. You make one of these devices.
Right? From
all the time. Does that sound like what it normally sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's one, and it's like a...
Yeah.
Come step forward, please.
Who's over there? Follow the light. Follow my voice. I'm over here.
Is it happening? Has the haunt begun?
Please come out right now instead of later. Please. I'm begging you. Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then, huh, right? Funny joke, demon. Ghosts, I don't know. Assorted ghouls. Traveling circus, I don't know what the fuck's going on in this house. I'm gonna be alone later. That's gonna be fun.
It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, laugh it up. You're laughing over on the other side. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna have this flashlight in my hand. I'll whip you across the ghost skull.
What the fuck are you talking
I don't
about?
know.
God damn it. You're going crazy, man.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I know.
Alex's experience was confirmation for Hannah after Alex's sighting of the little girl that made 3 different people that had all seen the same thing in separate locations in the house. What was the most odd to Hannah was the fact that whatever this little girl is, it seems to have a calming influence on people, which offers the greater question of what are this entity's intentions? Is it dangerous? Shortly after Alex's experience, Hannah got somewhat of an answer.
Our master bedroom has a lock from the inside. So you can lock somebody out and there's a keyhole on the outside. And for us, having little kids, that's not safe because I know one of my kids will lock us out from the inside of the room and think it's very funny. So we decided to leave the key in the keyhole. It opens inwards, so there's no way the key would hit the wall or anything if somebody flung the door open. A little bit after my friend had her thing in the night, I heard my husband asking the kids if they had done something. And I went to look and he showed me that the key in the keyhole was bent at about like a 45-degree angle, which I think could happen if it was like smashed into the wall or something, but it opened inward. And so, first of all, it's not something a kid would have done without like having a lot of damage to themselves. Like if they had hit it with their hands or something, like that would hurt.
Yeah.
So we went to try to bend it back and it would not budge. We tried, or I tried, Matt tried. It would not bend back.
And you were trying to do this with what, like tools? Or
We got tools, hands, and I know I didn't do it, and he knows he didn't do it. And the kids could not have done this. And there's no way it hit the wall. So that was the one physical thing that was just hard to explain.
Hannah felt that whatever was in the house may be a little aggressive, and it's during this time that she came into contact with us in hopes that we would find out what was truly going on inside her home, and that hopefully we could fix it. Looking into the house's history, I found that only 2 families lived here before and found no reports of paranormal activity. So either the activity started when Hannah arrived, or perhaps prior residents could have been reaching out to entities themselves before Hannah and her family moved in. When looking into the history of the land before it would become a home, it appears that the house is situated on a plot of land that was once part of wheat fields, so nothing sinister there. Which brings us to the original question: who and what is this entity that haunts Hannah's home? Based on the timeline of events, the showing of aggression, and prior cases we've investigated, the Sally House in Kansas, I'm unfortunately inclined to believe that the entity presenting itself as a little girl is not a little girl at all. Our past research indicates that oftentimes the spirits of children are in fact demons in disguise.
All right, so right now we are entering Jackson's room, which, as you know, Shane, is where it all more active in his house. I will not pretend that I have the vision of any sort, or I'm not spiritually sensitive, but I hate the way I feel here.
Yeah?
There is some sort of old energy.
Old?
Yeah, like
ancient.
Yes, I mean, for me, it feels like it's not even just the homeowners, it's not their loved ones, it's not, none of that's connected here. So I feel like there's multiple layers that are happening.
Is it human?
I believe it takes form of a human, if that's the best way I can describe that.
Very good.
Because it feels
Because
it feels like it like overlays itself in some way, the same like positive thing.
I do have my vial of holy water here, so
Great, good.
I'm good.
They hear walking out there, huh?
What?
They hear walking, the owners?
They hear walking everywhere.
Yeah, I hear walking like now.
Yeah, she said it's so loud that it wakes her up.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I hear it. I hear it walking. Not a physical, but spiritually.
how does that go like that?
So I believe there's actually like shuffling, that's what I describe, like someone shuffling. But I feel like I'm also dragging something. There's something very heavy with it, right? But that's also connected.
Boy, that's sort of a good campfire tale here in the feet, but also sort of in the
Quiet for a second. Sorry, go again. Say what you're saying.
Oh no, I just heard that. I mean, does it hurt?
Yeah, are you speaking out there?
No, I swear, I just heard that as well.
I thought so too.
Are you laughing?
Okay, so that's Matt, me, and AJ all hearing the same like laughing. But what's weird is we don't catch it in audio.
Ugh.
I don't know what that's
It's
about.
messing with your brain.
When we're talking about this kind of stuff and we're maybe exposing whatever is in here, are they aware of that, or did they not like us, exposing their ruse, I suppose?
No, they love it. Because what you're doing, you're feeding into their energy. So if you're like saying like, hey, I'm afraid of it, but let's try to contact it, like you're feeding to that, so you're giving them more power, more energy in some ways to say like, well, excuse the language, let's fuck with you now. So
let's feed it. Yum,
let's
yum.
feed it.
Yum, yum. We hear that.
Hush, little Culver. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure. Sleep tight. My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever. Upon my name as Rani the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth. Lieth under my moon.
there are 2 men, 2 women in here, and we also hear that there's a little girl in here. And the little girl in particular is who I'm talking to.
Perhaps goes by the name of Matilda.
Can you say your name? Are you actually a little girl? I think you're not.
I heard no. It's just right off the top of my head.
You just heard no?
No.
Well, that's fun. What are you?
Stop hiding, you coward! And also, why the pigtails? It's a little cliche.
Oh, God, I don't want to say this.
What?
I'm not scared of you, so please say your name.
He's lying, but please say your name.
I have a vial of holy water. What do you have?
Me? Well, here's a...
Let me put this.
Hippo pig.
That's gotta be tough to...
Okay.
How about like a teddy bear?
All right, buddy, calm down. Jesus Christ. You hit the thing. Or did it make a noise?
It made a noise. I wasn't expecting it, man. I was grabbing the teddy bear. Jesus criminy. Oh my. Oh.
Put your ghost hunting light back on.
So, we now give you the room. Please communicate with us and step forward. Okay, we're leaving. Fucking Christ. Yeah. Almighty, why do every time I get near this stupid box? Yep.
It's not like I said your name.
Yeah, I know.
It sounded like I said right. And
yep. Yeah, it did kind of sound like it said my name. Okay, we're leaving. I'm turning it off. Here's your chance. 3. 3. Are you kidding me?
It's not done.
What do you want to say? I'm going.
You.
Oh. Fuck, dude. Yeah, the hair is rising up in my arm too. Why?
I've actually got goosebumps right now too.
Oh, I actually see
That's
it.
involuntary.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not like, I don't have chills. I think there's just an energy in the room.
Do you not want me to leave? I'm going to turn this off.
One more time, please.
Can you say that again, please? I'm talking to you. Can you say that again, please? Who are you?
I don't know if you caught that, but this lit up red.
Oh, the temperature changed. What do you want with this house? What do you want with me?
Oh, this just ran out.
Why are you playing with me? Just speak. Why do I have to threaten every time? I'm going to turn it off for sure this time.
Do you hate Ryan?
Did it say no?
I hate this. Last chance. 5.
5.
He's mocking.
You're mocking me, huh? You think this is funny? Because I don't. Do you want me to say, you want me to count down again? I'm gonna turn it off in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Stop. I think so. Not sure. I would go back and listen to that audio.
Is there a Matilda here? Are we speaking with Matilda?
All right, you're gonna make me do it again. I'm gonna turn this off in 5 seconds. And I mean it this time. 5.
You don't have anything on your hands, are you, that triggered it or
no?
That's
crazy. I'm holding it the entire time.
That's crazy.
Are we talking with Matilda?
You are? Shut up.
Yo, this is fucking crazy. This is crazy. If that's true, say your name. I need to hear your name. Otherwise, I'm not gonna believe it. If you're really taking this this whole I'm a child thing this far, I respect the method, but I'm starting to get frustrated. You're gonna make me count down again, Harry. Okay, here we go. I'm turning it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. All right.
I am out of here.
That is freaking crazy.
And on that, we enter the final
final phase of the investigation, sleeping in the house. Shane will be sleeping in the master bedroom, and I will be sleeping in Jackson's room.
Well, that is horrifying. Not doing that. Fuck that.
Open this closet. Since we've got access to the attic here, this way if there's any sort of demon or malevolent spirit, they can slink out of the attic into my body.
The purring of the spirit box brings me comfort. Alrighty.
Ryan's in the other room doing the spirit box. I think tonight may have changed him. He got rattled.
I guess specifically I'm talking to Matilda. Now what was that? I have this one. Big old bottle.
entries are all written by the same person. There will be a transition on screen between each story. I wasn't sure where else to post these stories, so I figured I'd share them here. I've been a search and rescue officer for a few years now, and along the way I've seen some things that I think you guys will be interested in. I have a pretty good track record for finding missing people. Most of the time they just wander off the path or slip down a small cliff and they can't find their way back. The majority of them have heard the old "stay where you are" thing and they don't wander off, but I've had 2 cases where that didn't happen. Both bother me a lot, and I use them as motivation to search even harder on missing persons cases I get called on. The first is a little boy who is out berry picking with his parents. He and his sister were together, and both of them went missing at the same time. Their parents lost sight of them for a few seconds, and in that time, both the kids apparently wandered off. When their parents couldn't find them, they called us, and we came out to search the area. We found the daughter pretty quickly, and when we asked her
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever. Upon my name as Rani the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Karya, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Everyone knows Jimmy. I don't think a lot of people know what happened to Jimmy, but they know of Jimmy.
Well, I don't think many people know what happened to him.
Nobody knows what happened to Jimmy. Technically, he disappeared.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
That's so much.
I work in the office. By organizing a strike. He began organizing for the Teamsters a year later and gradually rose through the ranks. Hoffa's influence as president of the Teamsters in the US was significant. At the time, 90% of US transportation was controlled by the Teamsters, who were controlled by Hoffa. In 1941, Hoffa and the Teamsters were engaged in a turf battle with rivals in Detroit. It's here, according to author and reporter Dan Moldea, that Hoffa got involved with the mob. Hoffa hired the mob to get rid of these rivals in the city, and although this worked, after this, the mafia essentially owned Hoffa.
This is not a good outlook, or probably a good stance to have. The mob seems very handy. You just give them some money.
Okay, see, this is where you're starting to fall into the trap.
I know. That's why I have a hard stance. Like, I'm never gonna work with the mob, ever. So
Oh wow, how noble.
the mob out there.
You're such a hero.
Because it seems so convenient.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No one's thinking in their normal life like, oh, if only I had the mob to fucking clean this house.
Right.
Like, what
Someone's giving you trouble?
What Herculean task have you encountered that you're like, man, I really wish I could use the mafia right now?
I mean, I have my old couch still. I could call the mob to take my old couch.
That would be the dumbest reason to be indebted to the mob.
I'll tell them it's dirty. Oh, just do this couch. It's
And now
gotta
you're
go.
dirty.
It's gotta go.
And now you're dirty.
Whatever. What are they gonna have me do?
Anything. That's how the mob works. I think.
But then I do one favor for them and I'm clean.
No,
I'm
that's
paying them off.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
The mob and Hoffa formed a symbiotic relationship. The mob was able to benefit from taking loans out of the Teamsters pension fund, funneling these funds into the financing of many Las Vegas casinos. Hoffa and the Teamsters, in turn, got a favorable return on these loans. Despite Hoffa's connections to the mob, he was beloved by many players. This is known for his Provenzano also attacks her. However, Provenzano showed up to the meeting and insisted that there had been no meeting organized by the FBI. They have an alibi for Hoffa's disappearance. Jacqueline is in the South Bay. Noticeably checking up on Jacqueline trying to solve his brother Salvatore, Sammy, and Provenzano all have ready to cars. Rock solid.
I'm definitely not murdering somebody right now. 16
As Hoffa was very pleased and recognizable. Additional witnesses said that the were key with 3 men picked up Hoffa it's easy and Hoffa entering that car this time. At first, it's like Hoffa's car was in the restaurant.
Obviously, I wouldn't want to. And then some men came over, grabbed her by the arm.
Cash out yet, bro! I'm gonna buy some disappearing ink.
Confirmed to belong to Hoffa. Therefore, it's plausible, if not likely, that this is the car transporting Hoffa to the cemetery. Charles Chucky O'Brien, who is known to be his son,
The thing to look at is Hoffa probably this guy. I think that's the key to any big toy, right? You gotta get some. Obviously,
O'Brien always denied that Hoffa entered that car and had any involvement with Hoffa's disappearance. However, O'Brien was scrutinized by investigators after Hoffa's disappearance, with some maintaining that O'Brien's relationship with Hoffa had suffered after O'Brien felt that Hoffa should have gotten him better positions in the Teamsters.
I mean, I know how those guys operate. They just kind of cross their arms. Didn't have to.
It's good to hear our face.
Hoffa's daughter has said that O'Brien, quote, was driving the car the day my father disappeared in the vicinity of the Red Fox, end quote, and reasoned that, quote, if my dad's hair was in the car, it was there. Investigators also noticed the car was recently cleaned. O'Brien said he was using the car to run errands, like transporting a whole package of salmon from Detroit at Teamster headquarters to a union official's house. He said that the salmon had spilled blood in the back seat, so he needed to get it cleaned. German Shepherds also found Hoffa's scent in both the back seat and the trunk. Hoffa's son has said that when he asked O'Brien if he was involved in his father's disappearance, O'Brien quickly fled the room.
Good poker face. I don't like that question. See you later.
Searches for Hoffa included both literal searches in the area and searches through phone and other records. But unfortunately, Hoffa's body was never found. Before we get into the theories, one thing seems to be generally agreed upon, that Hoffa, in some way, was killed by the Mafia. The Hoffax memo, a document written in January 1976 by federal investigators, indicates that authorities suspected that the Mafia, concerned that Hoffa would make it known they had infiltrated the Teamsters and accessed its pension fund to pay for its illegal operations, decided to kill him. As for the question of why Hoffa would divulge information to investigators, one book on the case, I Heard You Paint Houses, suggests that the Mafia was concerned that Hoffa, who was anxious to get back into union leadership, would be willing to swap information with the authorities to lift his 1980 restriction on union activity that Nixon ordered. Hoffa was also apparently vocal about trying to get the mob out of the union and the union's pension fund. Even still, despite knowing that someone in the mob likely killed Hoffa, investigators could never figure out who it actually was. 4 months into the investigation, Ralph Ricardo, an inmate in New Jersey, claimed that he had information obtained while one of Hoffa's killers visited him in the district. Ricardo all of the suspects eventually took the fifth and didn't testify, which dashed any hope and led to an assembly of case. And with that, let's get into the theories. One theory is that Hoffa was killed by celebratory behavior and Warren McMaster's horse farm in Milford Township. This theory interviewed celebratory behavior.
It's incredibly vivid. I'm gonna start using that around the office.
Yeah, that's
You cutting that coffee line again? I'm gonna pull your guts out.
Jesus Christ! All right, I guess I'll go to the other coffee machine.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna pull your guts out.
I'll talk to Shane in the morning.
Also, that's great. Like, if you kill someone, great. You just give him a little stab.
He's
whatever.
disemboweling somebody.
Yeah, he's like.
What the fuck? Small intestine, liver. Oh, he's eating his eye too. He's like one of the Walking Dead zombies. All right, yeah, whatever.
The third theory is that Richard Kuklinski, aka the Iceman, killed Hoffa. Kuklinski was interviewed for hundreds of hours by author Philip Carlin while Kuklinski was in prison. During the interviews, Kuklinski, who has since died, claimed to have been paid $40,000 to kill Hoffa. He explained that, at the ultimate orders of powerful mob figure Russell Bufalino, he drove to Detroit with 4 other mob members, most likely Tony Provenzano, Gabriel and Salvatore Bergoglio, and Thomas Andretto, and picked up Hoffa at a suburban restaurant. They then knocked Hoffa out, stabbed him with a hunting knife in the skull, and transported the body to New Jersey in a car truck that was later crushed and sold as scrap metal. Kuklinski said, quote, he's part of a car somewhere in Japan right now, end quote. Patrick Kane, a police officer who was part of the effort to put Kuklinski behind bars, believes that Kuklinski is telling the truth. However, others dismissed Kuklinski's claims, saying that he was a gross liar and exaggerator. Robert Garrity, crime expert and former FBI agent, has called this claim, quote, the most embarrassing one to date, end quote.
I don't know why I feel like it's more despicable for someone to brag that they killed more. I feel it's another level of this man being a terrible person. I don't think he was actually the killer. I think he just wants people to think he's the killer. It seems consistent with his character.
Yeah, he's a
but he does want us to believe that he's part of the crime.
Because as Attorney General John Mitchell said in the tapes, quote, he's just a tough, beer-drinking, no-good son of a bitch like most of them are, end quote.
I do like that. I trust a guy like that.
So basically, this is now entering into collusion between the President of the United States and the mob.
Yeah.
The President wants to get on the good side of the working class, and the mob wants to get Hoffa out so they could be on the good side of the Union, but they don't want him to seize power in the Union, so they get Nixon to put this ban on him.
The President and the mob, that sounds a little far-fetched, right? That's crazy.
Documents at Wayne State University's Reader Labor Library revealed that members of the Provenzano mob group sent a representative to Vegas to deliver $500,000 to Charles Colson, special counsel to Nixon. The documents go on to show that more money from the mob was sent to Nixon for the restricted Hoffa pardon, nearly $1 million in total. This was around the time of the Watergate scandal, and according to a Department of Justice memo, this money could have been used to try to cover up Watergate, though the mob payments to Nixon were never confirmed.
So the mafia just purchased the president of the United States. Crazy.
Yeah.
The documents suggest that Hoffa could have been suspicious of this. It's theoretically possible he could have been preparing to go public with information that the mob paid off President Nixon. This would have made Russell Buffalino, one of the most powerful figures in the American mob, very nervous. Additionally, in 1975, Time magazine published an article that linked Buffalino to the CIA, via mafia and CIA goings-on in Cuba. According to journalist Matt Birkbeck, this destroyed Buffalino's carefully protected secrecy, and after its publication, Buffalino was determined to silence anyone who would share more money on the CIA and its activities in Cuba, and sure enough, all killed.
I guess we know how it works.
I would say so. But like I said, we do know some of it, or at least we think we do. I guess I'll stick around to find out.
Rush to Maloney's Pizza, located at 515 Wilkie Street, between 50 Tony did not understand the customer telling him the address. off. I'm not lying. At 3:18 p.m., the caller starts emitting a loud and rapid beeping noise. Then, the bomb explodes, and Wells happens.
Come, O stone giant.
The bomb squad
Yeah, this is why I take issue anytime anyone trivial thing goes wrong. One false move, suddenly his life is in tatters. He takes so much for granted. We do take it. Every day, each day, you never know when things
The notes were addressed to, quote, "Longest," end quote. The instructions were handwritten with illustrations. It appears that Longest was telling the truth. He was sent on a hunt, and his reward was his life. His case suppose over here that Wells may not have been a victim.
In this case, obviously this man appears to be a victim, but
appearances can be deceiving.
Alright, let's move on.
To elucidate this possibility further, let's look into Wells. Wells' landlady and neighbor Linda Payne states that Wells was an ordinary Erie, Pennsylvania resident. Linda said, quote, "He liked to help people. He used to get up, get his breakfast at McDonald's or somewhere, and a newspaper, come home and hang out until it was time to go to work. He was very shy. He took the hubcaps off of his car because they were too shiny. He was a perfect tenant," end quote. At the age of 46, Wells lived alone with 3 cats. He was a dedicated employee at Mamma Mia's Pizzeria. In the 10 years of his employment there, he had only called in late for work once, due to the death of one of his cats. Admittedly, none of this seems to scream high-profile bank thief. Let's jump into the timeline. The phone call to the pizzeria was made around 1:47 p.m. Wells agreed to take the delivery, even though it was the end of his shift. Wells would have arrived at 8631 Peach Street at about 2 p.m. During investigation, it was found that the delivery location was not a home, but a TV transmission tower site in a wooded area off of Peach Street. It was only reachable by a dirt road. The area was swept, and they found footprints that matched Wells' footwear and the tire tracks of his Geo Metro. The area offered no clues as to how he had been lured there or what exactly happened when he arrived. But one thing is clear. It's during this time that Wells was outfitted with the collar bomb, because 20 minutes later, at roughly 2:20 p.m., Wells walked into the PNC Bank wearing the collar bomb. The bank was about 2 miles back up Peach Street, and Wells was wearing a t-shirt with the word "Yes" across the chest, a shirt he was not wearing before, and a shirt that relatives say was not his.
Like the brand?
No, the word, it was written on the shirt, "Yes."
My family don't know what shirts I have. I've got some I barely ever wear.
Yeah, that's true. I got shirts in there I haven't worn for years. Maybe we could do a little spring cleaning together.
Yeah,
no,
we live in separate locations.
Yeah, we could do it like concurrently though.
FaceTime.
Yeah, sure, we could do that. This weekend?
Sure. Fun little Saturday.
Wells was instructed to, quote, "Go to the bank quietly. Enter with the weapon you were given. Avoid panicking the tellers or customers. Use the weapon if anyone does not cooperate or attempts to leave the bank," end quote. John Seckel, a witness at the bank robbery, saw Wells walk into the bank with a shotgun disguised as a cane and what appeared to be a shoebox under his shirt. The bomb was already around Wells's neck at this point.
How do they expect this man not to scare anyone?
Well, it's a cane. It looks like a cane.
I don't care how hard you try to disguise a shotgun as a cane.
He was kind of in an unwinnable situation because he has this bomb.
Yeah.
And he has a shirt that has the word "guess" across it. So already he's drawing some weird looks.
Wells gave a bank teller a white envelope and spoke in a low voice. Wells's note to the bank teller said, quote, "Gather employees with access codes to vault and work fast to fill bag with $250,000. You have only 15 minutes, end quote. He then lifted his shirt and showed the teller his bomb, which the note confirmed. At one point, the teller yelled, "Audrey," the code for a robbery.
That's a pretty good code word.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Because also you don't want that code word to spook everyone. So if you're sitting in a bank, waiting in line, and you see one of the tellers go, "Oh, Audrey," you go, "Oh, they're just, calling
I'm
for
pretty
Audrey."
sure that if I was
if the banker goes, "Peacock's nest."
One teller whispered to a customer to leave, and a group of people began to exit. The teller told Wells that there was no way to enter the vault at that time, and was only able to hand over $8,702. Seckle said about Wells, quote, "We walked right past him. He didn't bat an eye," end quote. Seckle said that Wells didn't appear scared or cocky. He was actually calm. Wells left a sealed note for the police along with his driver's license with the teller as he was told to do. A woman with a cell phone called 911, and about 3 minutes later, Wells walked out of the bank sucking on a dum-dum he took from the bank counter.
Pretty fucking baller.
And took off in his car.
Who knows what state of mind he's in if he's like, "Oh, this is it. Only got 8K.
I think it's fair to
Going out
say...
with a dum-dum in my gullet, baby."
I'm gonna imagine it would be pretty hard for me to remain calm during this situation.
I'd at least be sweating.
Yeah, but to be just cool as a cucumber?
It's pretty impressive.
Impressive or suspicious is probably the better word.
Police would later find pages of instructions in Wells's car. The first note read, quote, "Exit the bank with the money and go to the McDonald's restaurant. Get out of the car and go to the small sign reading drive-thru/open 24 hours in the flower bed. By the sign, there is a rock with a note taped to the bottom. It has your next instructions," end quote.
If you want someone to go to an inconspicuous location, don't go to a McDonald's flower bed.
That's true.
You loiter around the drive-thru, people start yelling
as a
at you.
sweetie.
Also, not that I've done that, but
It's also like very obvious to have a grown man rummaging through a flower bed.
a giant cow
With a giant cow.
digging through the flower bed at a
He's
McDonald's.
asking for witnesses. Then again, he's only incriminating himself.
Yeah, I guess.
At the McDonald's, Wells collected a 2-page note that directed him to go up Peach Street to a wooded area several miles away. Shortly after, Wells was stopped by state troopers and handcuffed while he told them about the bomb. The troopers left him sitting on the ground shouting for help. They called the bomb squad as soon as they visually confirmed the device around his neck, and the rest is history. The notes directing Wells said, quote, "This powerful booby-trapped bomb can be removed only by following our instructions. Act now, think later, or you will die," end quote. Wells was warned that he would be watched by sentries, and that, quote, "If anyone follows or interferes, we may leave and allow timer to detonate or call cell phone detonator," end quote. If Wells did as he was instructed, which included driving around the city to gather passwords, clues, and keys that would disarm the bomb, Wells would end up with a combination to free himself from the bomb. However, it seemed based off of the instructions that Brian Wells never stood a chance. The plot assumed that he would be able to rob a bank of $250,000 and drive around in a Geo Metro with a collar bomb without interference from the police.
So he was kind of doomed from the start here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like the deck is kind of stacked